Okay, let's start stream. Um, we're waiting for the new, what's it called? Brain is tired. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Alaris. Are you guys both here for the live stream as well? Ariel? Yeah, we're waiting for that. So I know Genshin has the new region and everything. I was thinking maybe Genshin today, but then we're definitely not doing Amphorius. But yeah, because I um saw that Zane video yesterday, so we're probably gonna look at we're gonna revisit uh catch the Catch 22 video, tomorrow's Catch 22, to see where Zane put his trigger, because apparently, according to the video, he put it in his pee-pee, and I don't remember that. I was desperately trying to keep him alive though, so because I had no idea what was going on. Um, so we're gonna see if that's true. And then I was thinking maybe we could have just, I don't know, do other Love and Deep Space stuff. Cause why not? Cause I'll be in the game anyway, right? So we'll maybe look at some of the audio, or like the new audio from the cards that I have that I haven't listened to, or maybe try to read World Underneath, or just, chill stuff. I just want to do whatever I want to do at this time because I don't want to burn myself completely out of Genshin and Star Rail, and I'm just not in the mood to do their stories at the moment. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I hope your week's been going well. Oh, there's Ofidoki is dropping a, oh, so actually, okay, so in terms of like another thing I might do if I just get like too lazy to do any reading or listening, whatever, is um we've got like with Cindy, it's a long video, but with Cindy posted a book review, more like a book, like, summary, very long summary. Um and it is a crazy mess, my god. So it is a memoir, okay, of some rich lady who basically wanted to write about how an open marriage is working for her, and how like, it was the right choice for her. But I've kind of watched it, and oh my god, it is the things that women put themselves through, like the things that women endure just because, like, of love, right? My god, I hope I never become that stupidly in love with anyone, because I could not. And yeah, it is messy. It is messy AF. And yeah. And then Ofidoki is putting out a video that if it drops, I might watch it live if I'm still on. I don't know when she's gonna drop it, but it is about Justin Baldoni and how awful he is. Because okay, here's my shit, you guys. Okay, the more I fucking learn about Justin Baldoni, the more I hate him, and the more that I feel anybody who is not on Blake Lively's side in this, who thinks she is the worst person in this whole situation, uh, I feel like they're an idiot. They're an absolute moron with zero critical thinking skills, zero ability to do any research, and zero love for women, honestly. Because my God, he is the biggest douchebag in the world. So yeah, because I've done my own research. I'm just not gonna make a whole video about it, but fortunately, Ofidoki is. And so a lot of stuff is already mostly stuff I know. She might have stuff I don't know. And I'm in her research stream. So there's stuff that like I also like learned while watching along, learning with her. And the more I look into this man, he is not okay, not only a douchebag. There's being a douchebag, and there's also He's just fucking weird. He is he wants to be a cult leader so bad, guys. He wants to be a cult leader so bad. You had a long scared week with coworkers that you were happy not to see. Scared week? Why were you scared? What happened? But yeah, so the lady with the open marriage, oh my god, it was bad. Okay, let me just give you some idea of this, okay? This woman clearly does not want to be in this open marriage. So I think it's crazy that she wrote a book about how it's working out for her. And because I'm like, you need to reflect more on your life and your feelings and put yourself first a little bit because you don't like this. You're not okay with this. And if it's like this obvious from somebody reading this, I don't know how you don't see it. Because Whitsunday reads excerpts, right? And so like even from the excerpts that I've read, I'm like, girl, get out. You know, her husband is a piece of shit. Um, Remember most assholes who start a cult do it just because they want to harem? Yeah, and he's kind of gross. I think he wants like literally like a birthing farm or something. He's absolutely nuts. Like he's just fucking weird. Like I've mentioned this before. Like when we first read like Blake Lively's lawsuits, all of the weird stuff on her no more list, right? And we were kind of like, what do you mean no more claiming that you can talk to the dead and claiming that you're talking to Blake Lively's dead father? What do you mean by that, right? It is as weird as it sounds. This man really believes that he can talk to the dead and like that's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm I'm just flabbergasted, you know? I'm just constantly flabbergasted. Um, the more I learn about him, you know? You wanted to make work anime friends. Okay, but they come at odd schedules compared to yours and you tried to bridge your time with them. Okay. How is this leading to scared? I talk a little bit with some of my coworkers about the stuff that I like and stuff. And I don't know. I try not to talk too much because I feel like in the past I've opened up to people and then they've been kind of shitty and I'm just like I wasted time on you. You know what I mean? Um the girl I went to see Mickey 17 with though, she seems great. I really like her. She's hardworking. She is very anxious though. I feel like a lot of the people that are very hardworking like having a lot of anxiety. Right? And the people that like are so lackadaisical have like none. And I'm kind of like, I don't want you to be stressed out. I don't want that for anyone. I don't want anyone to experience the levels of anxiety that I feel every single day. But also, I feel like just a little bit might help them prioritize, you know? Do you know what I mean? That sounds awful, but like, whatever. This is a safe space for me. That's why you only tell your coworkers you're from Jersey and that you have a cat. Yeah, it's just like it's not like it really hurts me if they know my interest. It's just that like I feel like I feel like it's a personal feeling, right? It's not that I feel like oh they'll use it against me. It's not that type of concern. It's just more I'm kind of like oh like when I tell people about myself, I feel like I'm giving a bit of myself away, you know? And so when I've given that something away to somebody and then they turn out to be pretty shitty, I'm kind of like, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. Do you know what I mean? I'm just very I'm very like I feel like I'm not really private, right? It's just more that I'm like I value myself enough to not want to give myself away to people that, are gonna be pretty shitty, right? Um, they mistook you as being weird. Okay, hang on, let me see. Okay, so you wanted to make work anime friends, all right? And so you tried to like reach out to them. And they mistook that as weird and acted annoyed with you, ignored you, and lied about not having a computer for 6 years when they're an engineer. That is okay. They do not deserve you. I feel like some people like don't react well to enthusiasm over things, which is actually why I also that's another reason I hide my enthusiasm for certain things is because like the aside from the just not wanting to like I feel like I'm giving myself away kind of thing. Um, aside from that, there's also just a slight concern that they're not gonna feel the same way that I do because I've also in the past like met people who are like, oh, I'm into K-pop and whatever, right? And I'm like, yeah, I don't think we're into K-pop the same way. you know, I feel like the degree to which I obsess over things is just so much higher than other people. And I always felt that like when I realized that it was like what we're saying is we're not really communicating in the same way, right? With my fandom friends, because I've met them through the fandom itself, right? I don't really experience that. But then I discovered that like normies say that they're obsessed with something, but they're not like to the degree that I am. Later, I realized that that's neurodivergence, right? Like later, I realized like only recently actually, like a couple years ago. Not really a couple years ago, like a year ago, right? Because about a year ago was when I figured out I was autistic, and I realized, oh, this well, a couple years ago I realized, oh, this thing is called hyperfixation, and then a year later I realized, oh, I have autism. I'm autistic, I mean, and that's why, right? And I realized it was neurodivergence, right? Because I was like, because for a while I was like, do I have ADHD? I don't think I have ADHD. I'm pretty sure I don't have ADHD. But like the things that I have in common with my friends who have ADHD is like hyperfocus, right? And that was one of the things that made me kind of wonder. Um and and I was just and hyperfixation, right? And that made me like realize, oh, like really other people, like the only reason that these people are my friends really is because we met usually through a shared interest that we equally obsessed over compared to other people who don't go into those spaces. So that's why I'm like I want to talk about fandom stuff with people I meet at fandom events. I do not want to talk about fandom stuff most of the time with people from other places like work because I realize those are two very different types of people who like that thing, right? And some of them think you're weird when you tell them things like, you're leaving right now, right after work, so you can go line up overnight to see something, right? And some of them like kind of like don't judge, like they'll judge you for that. So they played being nice, but they didn't. Yeah, I feel like it would be easier if people just told you straight up front, like I'm not that into it, instead of like acting like they're interested or playing along and then like kind of like silently dodging you. I feel like I don't know. I don't like games like that. I think that's really weird. You think that was it? You should have taken note they never heard of anime expos. Oh, yeah. If they don't know what an anime expo is, that's a sign they're probably a normie type of anime enjoyer. And here's the thing. Here's my issue with like normies who entered fandom spaces during COVID, right? I think it's great when more people show an interest in something, like, but I do feel like during COVID, a lot of normies entered certain fandom spaces, not because they were showing an interest in it on their own, but because they had nothing else to do. And I think as a result, they've been kind of trying to police those spaces, which were not theirs to begin with. And they've made them really hard places to be in, and I kind of like resent that. It's a discussion I've seen other people having, so I know it's not just me, but it's like very like but it's very frustrating when I notice it, when I'm just kind of like, I understand your point from a certain perspective, right? But you have to realize you are in a new environment. And you have to realize that people in this space don't look at things that way. And it's not to say that it's worse, it's just different. It's almost like a cultural difference. You know what I mean? It's almost like entering a new culture. And I guess it's culture shock for them, you know? But like they kind of like a lot of normal people I think don't have that clear divide between fiction and like their personal lives and real life. And I think they don't really understand how people in these spaces originally make like compartmentalize a lot of things because that's kind of how we've had to live, right? Because people in our daily lives aren't as into this as we are, so we have to like a lot of us have to just compartmentalize a lot of our interests and put them in a separate space away from reality, right? And I feel like because they can't do that, they they just don't understand why some things are more acceptable in this space, right? And it's like to their point, like I said, I do understand where they're coming from. I just feel like they can't really, and also a lot of people in these spaces are probably neurodivergent, the ones who are really obsessive, right? And so I feel like they need to get on a certain level as well and not just expect everything to meet the normie standards, right? They lied about understanding ADHD and anxiety disorders. Oh, they lied about that? Wait, how did they lie about that? They're not in it like we are? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're not. And they just don't have this, like, uh, it's weird because I understand, right? And I want to be, like, very, like, generous and open and understanding to people most of the time. But these spaces, I do feel, for some people, were a safe space. So I also understand why people get really angry at them, right? Because it's kind of like, well, yeah, they are kind of invading and enforcing their standards into this space now. And then, like, the people that were here, like, no longer feel safe to express themselves, right? Um, and also now they have to share the space with people who don't understand them, which they were probably already sharing that space with in real life, right? And it's just kind of like it's probably very frustrating, you know? I do generally keep to a small group of friends, so it's not like a huge deal for me personally, but I do get annoyed when I see it, you know? You saw them using terms like ADHD to cover up their mistakes. You thought you found people who had it and the other is anxiety. Oh. Oh, so they were using it kind of casually, but not necessarily meaning they actually had like ADHD. Is that what you mean? Yeah. When that happens, I understand why people get like because I used to say I'm very OCD, and I don't think that's really true. Obviously, um, like I have some OCD tendencies, but um, that's now that I better understand it as well. But when I used to use it, I mean, I don't think I was even using the term correctly. I used to use the term like that. And now I see how that's very harmful and how it's also very like misleading. So I try not to use it anymore because like at least I try not to use it like one in that way, but two also incorrectly, right? Because it's not like I know what real OCD is now, right? And I do think I have certain tendencies, but not enough for me to go and get like a diagnosis or anything. And then not at least now I'm not willing to go look for one right now. But so I might like mention that like I am now with a lot of explanation. But I definitely don't use the term so casually anymore because I was using it inaccurately. And I think it can also, yeah, it can harm people who might feel like, oh, here's somebody who might understand me, and then kind of realize they don't at all, right? And that's shitty for the other person. So you asked how their experience, and all they did was mirror what you said. Interesting. Yeah, Alaris, these people that you're around do not seem like very cool people. Oh, my laundry's done in 5 minutes. The Starro program also starts in like 9 minutes. So okay, okay. I guess during the breaks, I'll just go and grab little pieces of. I did not plan this well. I never plan my laundry well. I'm very stupid. Wait, it says the program starts in 5 minutes. Ah, never mind. Okay. Yeah, I did not plan this well at all. I gotta start like thinking these things out, man. I clearly do not think them out enough.
个人气质。
是的，除了上面说的，
Oh wait,
还有一个比较特殊的能力，它可以为队友们抵
Is
挡一
this a
次致命攻击。
preview?
在战斗中，如果我方角色受到致命攻击，
Let me
这些
know if
角
the
色
volume is
暂
too
时不
low.
会死亡。在此期间，这些角色只要受到治疗或被套上护盾，就能够
Your work
真正地
starts at the
破茧
same
成
time,
功
so you requires. Okay,
而
yeah, no
且
problem.
即使霞蝶不在队伍里，这个
I'm
能力
sorry
也
that
照样
you're
能发
dealing with such like
不
annoying
在队伍
coworkers.
中也能生效吗？
毕竟霞蝶与死亡权柄息息相关，在战斗中，他也想让死亡
I
的
feel
角
like they
度
just
稍作
jumped
停留。
into
果然是
into
最温柔
her.
的黄心
Did
怡。
they start
那
weird
感
or
谢各位
something?
老师
Like
的
what's
分
going
享
on?
接下来让我们了解一下3.2版本的另外一位角色纳克夏。
Okay, don't these usually start with a trailer? I'm kind of confused. I saw we had 5 minutes, but suddenly it just started. I don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm on the right program. It says live. So okay.
乔贝老师，我就开门见山啊。那我问你，纳克夏还能活多久？
I don't know what
这个
happened.
啊，让我想想。依瑟西斯所言，他的意识至多在生者的世界停留15个门飞时。
这么短？
Because it looks like
用
they're
纳克
they're
夏
suddenly
自己
talking
的
about
话来
Kit.
说，就解谜一道题而言
OK
，15个日夜未免有些太长了。
不是，你前面2个回答一直在引用原文，这能减轻你的负罪感吗？这叫自欺欺人
啊！对不起，对不起，毕竟纳克夏这个人嘛，非常有自己的主意和想法。大多数人最多也就只能像我一样，对他的话做一个简单转述。那至于他究竟在想什么，那就难以理解了。比如说，他一直在研究的炼金术，
He's an
高深莫
alchemist.
测，还主张人神同源，那简直
I
是
still
不可
haven't
能
met him.
纳克夏毕生所求，便是通过炼金术
I'm
探究生命
I'm
乃
behind.
至世界的本质构成，也就是所谓的“我们究竟为何物”这样一个问题。
He's
这
so
一次
elegant.
瑟西斯的火种和他融合，不仅给他创造了大好的机会，也给他启发了一条前所未有的思路。
不过理性泰坦的试炼竟然是科研，它和之前动辄大战几万回合的试炼比起来，是不是难度低了点？
但你想，理性之泰坦瑟西斯认证作为试炼的问题，那肯定非常有含金量了吧？黄金翼究竟是怎样的群体？而泰坦的本质又是什么？这些问题，我相信开拓者也非常关心，而他们都将通过纳克夏的研究得到解答。不仅如此，他还会为众人揭晓出另外一个出人意料的真相。
那就让我们期待一下有关翁法罗斯的真相了。不过还有一点啊，既然纳克夏是不信神之人，为什么他还会愿意参与理性试
So
炼
he
呢？
doesn't believe. It's not that he doesn't believe in the gods, right? They kind of had
凡人
to.
融合泰坦的灵魂，取而代之，那并非天
So
方
it just
夜
means
谭
he doesn't
纳
believe
克夏把试
in.
炼还有泰坦附在他
I
身上的
assume
这
the
个特殊状态
prophecy?
当成了一生难遇的一次机会。什么试炼呀，什么泰坦呀，都是他揭开终极真理的过程罢了。
纳克夏这种求知精神的确令人敬佩，但悲观点说，特立独行、惊世骇俗的人，往往不为世界所容吧。我记得他的同僚们讥讽
Oh
他
God,
为
he's so
大
I'll hide
表
them
演家
coded. He's
独
so
行者
I'll hide them
穿着
coded.
华服的大地兽什么的。
啊，纳克夏从来不惧非议，同僚们的看法，用他的话来说，那就是无所谓，没必要，不至于。至于穿着华服的
Oh my
大
God,
地
this is
兽
all I'll
那
hide
些人
them.
完全不懂大地兽的萌点啊，是典型的翁法罗斯思维，懒得说。
啊，所以萌点是什么？
萌点是什么？
在纳克夏看来，大地兽是非常好的倾听者。那比方说呢，上台做分享之前想找个陪练顺词儿，他就非常合适。纳克夏还买了很多大地兽周边，晚上他会换上大地兽的睡衣，
Oh my God, he's
享受一
obsessed
段
with
由他
dromas.
推制品陪伴的良好睡眠时光。
哦，那这的确是大地兽击推了。纳克夏不仅研究方向比较冷门，
How
爱
how
好品味
autistic of
也挺
him.
冷门的。
哎，我只有一个问题，为什么纳克夏是那个特殊的不敬神之人
His？
这个嘛，
His
每个
special
时代
interest
都
is
会有
is
人
drama.
格格不入，对惯习发出质疑，成为世人眼中所谓的疯癫者。当然，说起最初的最初，纳克夏走上炼金术这条道路的契机，那还是因为我们翁法罗斯的万恶之源黑潮，他因此也失去了许多宝贵的东西，所以才走上了这条道路。
展开说说。
在前瞻这个节点上，我们还是不能这么直白的剧透哈。那不如请汉子老师给我们讲讲纳克夏的技能吧。他的技能表现也和他的人生经历，还有他的一个性格气质有很大的关系。
好的，首先纳克夏是一个一针见血、言辞犀利的人，那么敢和纳克夏为敌，必然会被抓到很多的弱点，即便没有弱点，也必然会被纳克夏安上弱点。所以呢，在战斗中，纳克夏每次击中敌人的时候，都会给敌人随机增加一个弱点。
啊，那么纳克夏可以给敌人加很多个弱点吗？
当然可以，并且当敌人身上弱点足够多的时候呢，纳克夏还会使敌人陷入一个叫质性揭露的特殊状态。纳克夏对这个特殊状态下的敌人造成伤害
Did
会
the
提高，
live stream start at
对他们
8:30 and I
释放
didn't
主攻
realize
或
it or
战绩
something?
后
I'm so
还会额外
confused
追加一
why
次
we're
不消
suddenly
耗
here.
战绩点的战绩攻击，
是的，打一送一。
打一送一。
那如果敌人头上的弱点足够多的时候才能进入特殊状态的话，是不是效率有点慢呀？
不会
Bye
的。
bye bag.
因为
Thank you
呢
for
在释
dropping
放
in
终
for a
结技的时
second.
候啊，纳克夏就
Dude,
能
I'm
使
so
敌方全
confused
体
though. I
陷入
thought
一
the
个
live
叫升
stream
华的特殊
for
状
Star
态。
Rail started
在
at
此期间
9.
呢，敌人会直接被
But-
加满7个弱点。
But they just
好震撼的
jumped
穿
into
弱点啊
into
升华
character
状态
kits.
下
Yeah, he has a
敌人都变成了
gun.
半透明的星座效果了。
是的，虽然他自称一介孱弱书生，但搞研究的嘛，肯定擅长
He's also
解密
very
事物的
Al-Haytham
本质
coded
其
back.
中也包括敌
Like,
人。
so you'll
对
like
了
it.
我看他
He's
使用的武器
Al-Haytham
是
coded
霰弹
with
枪感觉不
a
是刻
special
板印象
interest
中
in
炼金
dramas.
术士会用的武器，
So
这有什么说法吗？
在翁法罗斯，炼金术是一种非常超前的研究方法，所以纳克夏的武器是一
He's
把
hot. Yeah,
近
he's got a
现代
gun.
木武器
Interesting.
由
He's
此
got a
来
pew
展现
pew.
他先时代一步的特质。
哦，我看终结技那一下是从他的眼睛开始的，那纳克夏的眼睛是怎么了？
前面说了嘛，因为黑潮，纳克夏失去了很多宝贵的东西，那这颗眼睛也在起裂。不
Ben,
过
how
呢，
are
也
you
正是因为
doing?
那一次经历，让他豁然开朗。于是纳克夏更加坚定地走入了对灵魂、对世界本质的一个研究。如果用他的话来说，那就是我失去了一只眼睛，视野却比任何时候都更加
Alaris
荣
is
耀
here, Finn.
纳克夏的这个性格让我觉得对他任何的同情或者是感慨都是多余的。他的确是个非常坚韧的人。感谢老师们的分享。接下来让我们看看3.2版本的卡池讯息。
Okay,
在
banners.
3.2版本上半
I'm
月
so
活动中
confused
开
why
拓者可以在
suddenly
卡
they
池中
jumped
获取
into
限
this.
定五星角色
Al-Haytham
霞蝶
He- yeah,
限定
he's
五
very
星光追
Al-Haytham coded.
让告别更美一些的获取概率将会得到提升。除此之
He
外，
stands
在
out from
3.2
the
版本上
crowd,
半还会
only
开启特
interested
殊的
in
猎
his
犬活动
research,
限定五
doesn't
星
give a
角
shit
色
what
万
other
归
people
人
think
交
about
出
him.
黄泉将同时复刻。
Very, very
限定
Al-Haytham
五星光
coded.
追长路
He
终有
seems a
归
bit
途
like he might
那
be
无
on the
数个
spectrum.
春天行于流失的岸也将会复刻。在3.2版本下半的跃迁活动中，开拓者可以在卡池中获取限定五星角色。
But I
纳克
haven't
夏
met him. I'm
限
basing
定
this
五星
only
光
on their
追生命当
descriptions.
复制一句的获取概率也将会得到提升。与此同时，限定五星角色真理医生
Ratio is
和限
back.
定五星光追纯粹思维的洗礼也将会复刻。
There's a lot of
在
men.
3.2版本还有有
There's
趣
a
的
lot of
版本
men.
活动带给大家。首先是全名为“抱抱碰碰好玩到不行”的水上小海豹冲撞对战的抱抱碰
My
碰大
is
作
my
战。
ASD
本次
radar
抱抱
going
大作
up?
战由
Dude,
阿格莱
I'm
亚独家
super
冠军
cautious
赞助
with it
主办
though.
方
I've
希
seen
望
other
让所有
people
人
talk
都
a
能
lot
感受到
about
小海
the,
豹冲撞
this
的乐趣
character,
轻
that
轻
character's
松松没有
autistic, and
压
I'm
力
like,
哇
there are
查贝老师这个
qualifications that
暴
they
露
have to
水
meet
平
for
非常
me.
高明啊。那
But
我
yeah,
们
maybe a
还是
little
直接
bit.
讲讲这个比赛规则吧。
抱抱碰碰大作战由多个赛程组成
It's at least worth
开拓
looking
者需
into,
要
you
通
know?
过
It's
小
at
组
least
赛
worth looking
淘汰
into.
赛、冠军争夺赛3个阶段的赛程，夺取由阿格莱亚赞助的金海豹杯。在每场比赛中，敌我双方会轮流行动，每次行动时，开拓者
Al-Haytham
都
is
可以
extremely
选择
obvious.
一个
Yeah,
号
he's
对
he's
敌
a
方
he's a
发起
very
冲撞
obvious case.
小海豹
He's the
发
one
射
where
的
I'm
方
like,
向
yeah,
以及
no, I
发射
think
的
I
强
think
度
anybody
都可
would
以
say
控
he's
制
he's
开拓
autistic.
者需要尽可能碰撞更多的敌
Use
方
your
单位
work-life
造成
balance,
更多的
idol.
伤害
Yeah.
在战斗中，开拓者还可以选择争议为小海豹升级，进一步提升作战能力。撞翻对方的海豹可以得分。
He's very
先满分的
dedicated to
一
his
方
routine.
就能获得本局
You
比
know,
赛
he
的胜利
saved
了。
he saved
我看这些小海豹啊，长得还都不太一
his
样啊
his
这有什么
nation
区
just
别呢
to
有的
maintain
区别
his
很大
routine.
不同的海豹拥有
Love
不
it.
同的技能，
Love
能
that
为
for
战
him.
斗带来不同的帮助。每赢得一场比赛，开拓者就能获得一定数量的海豹币，使用海豹币就能够兑换更多的小海豹，扩充自己的战斗库了。
哦，所以抱抱碰碰大作战中
He's a more bitter
为什么会
Al-Haytham
用
from
一
what
只
you
奇
can
美
tell.
啊
Yeah, I
这
could
个
see
嘛
that.
是
Al-Haytham
听说开
doesn't
拓者
have a
要
lot
参
to
加
be
这个
bitter
比赛
about,
风
you
景
know?
专门送来了一只奇美拉泡泡，加入了我们的队伍。虽然泡泡不是抱抱，但实力依然不可小觑。开拓者大可放心，跟泡泡一起组队，战胜其他抱抱。
没错，合适的伙伴是取胜的关键。伴随着比赛进入后段，
He hasn't
比赛的
met his
场地
Kaveh
也可
yet,
能
or
会
his
发生
Kaveh
变化
die.
比如可能会多了一些尖刺围墙什么的。面对这样的情况，开拓者需要利用好选手们的优势，选
I
择
don't know.
合适的队
It
员
might be
出
because
战
his Kaveh
打败
died.
对手。
Because I feel
没
like
错，一
Al-Haytham,
些黄金翼朋友也会加入到这场比赛当
even
中，成为我
without
们的有力
Kaveh,
对手
doesn't have a
而
lot
除
to
了
be
黄金翼之
bitter
外，开
I do think Kave helps him out a lot though with maintaining social relationships that I'm sure he would have a hard time doing on his own. But I also feel like he wouldn't care that much.
只开放了1个版本，时间太短了。
对，就是啊。
我们也关注到了开拓者对联机玩法的一些反馈。这场抱抱碰碰大作战也将不止在3.2版本开放，开拓者可以有更长的时间和朋友一起
Hi
碰碰。
AQ.
碰碰，
哎，跟你报
My
了。
streamers
等
only
等等
accessible
先别
from
报我还
Discord
没说
only.
完
Wait, what do you
在
mean?
活
My
动中开
streamers?
拓者也可以获取泡泡作为跟宠奖励，
Streamers?
可爱吧？
好，那介绍完可爱的抱抱，接下来是3.2版本的战斗活动——星芒启明。
不知道大家还记不记得先前的一个活动叫星芒战幕，还有另一个活动星芒朔变。
No, it should
记
be.
得我对星芒系列活动印象还
Is
蛮
it
深的，
unlisted?
什么阿兰一直开大呀，苍龙持续着势啊之类的。
Oh,
麋鹿老师记性不错啊。那么
Is my stream
得益于开
unlisted?
拓
Let me
者
check.
之前的测试帮
it
助
shouldn't
呢
be
星
unlisted.
芒系列的研究成果颇丰。这次和之前一样，在版本活动星芒启明中有不同的战斗关卡，每个关卡具有一些独特的机制。然后开拓者就可以利用这些机制，选择合适的角色组建队伍，
At least I don't
在有
remember
限的
any
轮次内
such
呢，尽
setting.
可能击败更多的敌人，获取奖励了。
看来这次的挑战机制和适用角色的阵容又会扩充了，期待一下。
期待一下。
Hi
除了版
Shiny.
本活动，3.2版本还有
Welcome
一
to
些
Friendless
系统优
Friday.
化带给大家。在3.2版本，我们
He may
新
has
增了
abandoned
仪器
me for
自动
Mordor.
分解功能，开启之后，4星及以下仪器都可以在获取时直接被分解掉，不占用背包空间。
哦，这个很有用，
哎，这个好。
背包空间管理大师。
针对5星仪器也增加了智能弃置功能，这个功能可以帮开拓者进一步筛选出那些不够好的配置。
Gonna make dinner and come back.
开拓者可以
Okay.
自主选择
Oh, it's
是否
showing now.
需要
Okay,
分解
good. Yeah, that's
没
weird.
错
I don't
啊
know.
那么功能的具
I
体
was like, it
细节
shouldn't
呢，还
be.
请开拓者关注直播后的更多官方资讯，在这里就不展开了。
好，感谢老师们带来的版本内容。那接下来让我们稍事休息，回来后节目继续。
Oh, I'm glad they're taking a break because I need to grab some of my laundry. But how are you guys doing? How are you, Shiny? Frodo, he may return from Mordor. I think she will return on sometime this next week, but we'll see if Friendship Friday is viable next week because it depends on how well she's feeling after the trip. She may need recovery time, you know?
"欢迎回来，我是主持人麋鹿。各位好，又见面了，我是游戏设计阿成。
开拓者好，我是游戏
Oh
运
my
营
god, that
小
was a
小
short
婉，
break.
很高兴再次见到大家。
We're hanging my laundry up bit by bit.
欢迎。
这一次节目组又给我们准备了
The
新的
new
造型
Pokemon TCG
风格
pack
是
update dropped and you
哦
pulled
其
a
实
rare
这是大
shiny.
魔准备
Oh, I saw
非常表示嘛3.2版本
congratulations.
是周年庆版本，希望大家都
Here,
契合
okay,
一
your
下
cold
节
will
日
go
氛
away.
围。
It's still not
对对
better?
对
I'm so
对
sorry,
对对
Shiny.
那下个月也即将迎来我们
Well,
更
it's
换
still, I
新
guess
频道
it's you
2周
said
岁
it's
的
overall
生日
better, but I guess
不
it's
妨我
not
们先
gone.
一起来
That
看看
sucks.
本次周年庆的活动吧。
好的，这次呢，有人向列车组发来授
I
权
love
申请，想用
This
星穹列车
outfit.
的故
I
事
love this
开发一
outfit for
款
her.
游戏。
She looks
这游戏好像
Very,
以前
very
有公司做过了吧？
跟那个还是不太一样的，这是一款
pajama
模拟
day.
经营游戏
Ooh, you
开
have
拓者可以
pajama
作为
days
测
at
试用
work?
户
I mean, I do
开展
too,
全
but I
方
work at a
率
school.
进行在新铁 Word 中
Wasn't
开拓者
expecting
会
it
和
from your
老
type
朋友
of
们携手
job.
合
That's
作
cool.
举办一场跨越星际的盛典。咱们的目标就是发挥经营实力，多多赚钱，提升会场等级，让展会变得更加热闹。
没错，新铁 World 中具有不同的展位，代表了星际间的不同势力。开拓者可以邀请我们熟悉的伙
So
伴
I
们
think the
担任
new
助理
game
经营
in
展会。
Tears of
随
Themis,
着
like
战
mini
取的资金
game,
增
is
加，开拓者
Minesweeper.
可以解锁
And
更
I am
多的
so
展
bad
位
at
也可以邀
Minesweeper.
请更多的伙伴帮忙，赚取更多的资金。
啊，那有没有什么能提升赚钱效率的方法呢？
当然有啦！开拓者可以通过会场等级提升获得增益，还可以逐渐解锁新科技，获得加成 buff。但赚钱这事儿嘛，最
Alright,
重
bye
要的
back.
还是
Have
要
a
仰
good
仗
day
伙
at
伴呀。
work.
正所谓
Enjoy
出门
the
靠朋
Anaxa
友
videos
不同的助理
later.
伙伴适配于不同类型的
I
展位
swear, I think
提
I
供
just
特定增益
I think I just
比如说
entered
当花火登场时
late.
就可以
Like
使
maybe
趣
they
味类型的
started
展位
earlier than I
深入
thought
提
that they
升。
did because
非
I
常
don't
符合人
know.
设的一集。
确实如
I don't
此。
understand
除
what
了小
happened
小婉老师提到的
earlier.
内容，在一些助理伙伴间还会存在特殊
You
的
love
羁绊
Minesweeper?
加成效果， 比方说团结的实行3人。
We didn't used to. It feels like one of the directors just self-proclaimed Pajama Day and announced it to the campaign. Ah.
内经营也是提升营收的好方法。
Maybe it's one of those like
羁绊呀、命运啊、友情啊，就冲到了展位里面。
没错，那么
team building type of activities or something.
挖掘了。
说了这么多，我们的猎
A
头
bit
长汤姆
gimmicky,
呢？
but
别担心，怎么会少得了帕姆？
I don't know.
这
If
次
it makes
啊
people
帕
happy,
姆
that's
不仅
good.
会担任游戏引导员，
You'll be,
还
you
会
gotta,
助你们
yeah,
送
you'll
来
be
快
listening,
递
but you gotta do a
帮
big
助
job.
我们
Okay,
更好地
okay.
经
Of
营
course, of
除了
course.
帕姆，一
Prioritize
起
your
熟悉的
work.
老朋友也会
Good
一
luck
起来
on your
展
big
会
job.
拜访
Hi,
或者还有
Ether.
可
What's
能
up?
遇到一些有趣的奇遇事件和小玩法，完成后同样可以
You'll
获
watch
取收
Calve's
益。
baby pop off
我
later.
们
Yes,
的
yes.
某位鸟内朋友也会为开拓者带来礼物，
哦，明白了，某只雪橇主持人又开始接私活了。
哎，或者说是友情和加班费的合体技。
哦，那非常感谢各位亲朋好友的帮助啊！哎，这个上面
What
什
is
么
happening?
K M B T A A 什么的，是钱的单位吗？钱来的也太多了，我的天，数都数不过来了。
哎，对对对，有了各方朋友的协助，一夜暴富不是梦。在活动中，开拓者还可
Did
以
you
获
miss
得
anything?
4星光锥
They
宇宙大
announced
生意作为多
Castarese's
多赚钱的奖励
and
呢。
这新铁沃
Anaxa's
的确
kits.
是门宇宙大
Anaxa
生意啊
sounds very Alhaitham
今年
coded,
的
and
周
he's
年
got a
庆活动
gun.
是紧密围绕着朋
So
友、
that's
伙
what
伴
you
这样的
missed.
关键词展开的。
没错
You're
除了
having
跟
a
角色们的共
a
同经营外
crisis,
这
but
次
you
活
might
动
get
同
by.
样是
Oh
一个全部
no!
玩家共同
But
参
you
与
can
的
feel
庆
free
典
to talk about
在
it if
活
you
动
want
中
to.
开拓者还可以获得回忆卡的碎片，每张回忆卡
Stay
都是
strong,
过去
yeah.
1年中开拓者经历的精彩旅途瞬间。每拼凑出一张完整的回忆卡，都可以获得营收增益效果。
Comfy, but the first thing you think of is how you can't wear those pajama pants to sleep unless it gets washed, so you're down one set. Yes, yes. I don't wear
这次活动会有全体
my pajamas outside of the house most of the time, like my real pajamas. Like when we do pajama day, I wear like, you know, pajamas I buy specifically for these types of events. Because I can't go outside in my pajamas because I have to shower and clean myself before I get into bed, right?
是最重要的嘛。
So,
那在4月26日，新铁也会迈向全新的一年。自然，为开
does
拓者准备的生日
Cassidy
游记
still
和
have the
蛋糕
global?
款
I have
式
no
会一起
idea
更新
because I actually entered right at the end of her kit because I don't understand. It feels like they
那接下来
started it
让我们再一起看看
right
周年庆的福利吧。
then.
首先，在 3.2
I don't know.
版本，开拓者
You'll see in the
可以
VOD
通
what
过专属
went
的
wrong
庆
later, I
典
think,
助理活动
because I just don't know what happened.
20连抽。
哎，
Like,
今年是星河
Was
猎
the
手来
live
为开
stream
拓者
supposed to
庆
start
典
at
没错
8:30
但
or
不只是
9?
星河猎手，列车组成员以及其他朋友也
You're
想要为
pulling
开
so
拓者
hard.
带来
Gun
特
has
别
bundle.
的
Let's
祝
go.
福。4月26日当天
Yeah,
开拓者
Cappy,
可以
he's got a
选择
gun.
拆开一份来自伙伴的贺卡，同时获得他寄出的1600星球。
So Cappy
艰
might
难的
have to
选择
pull.
呀，让我纠结一下选谁呢？
其实无论选择哪位同伴，获得星虫数量都是一
We'll
致
check
的，
later.
所以就请各位
Yeah,
开拓者
yeah. I'm sorry, I
听
don't
从内
remember
心
what her
指
kit
引
is really like.
然后
But there's a lot of
义气营界和位面
interesting
分裂
banners,
活动
lots of
会迎
men.
来周年
Ratio
特别
is
版
gonna
本挑战成功
Ratio
获
and
得3个奖
Jiaocho
励
will be doing
除
will
此
be
之外，
having
年度
reruns.
数据回顾活动也将在4月26日上线。各位开拓者可以在活动中查看趣味数据，回顾过去1年难忘的开拓经历。
那接下来还有游戏外的周年活动信息带给大家。2周年庆典即将盛大开幕，全球各地丰富的线上
New
线下
5-star
活
selector
动将陪伴开拓者度过乘车2周年。列车
Second
将继续开拓
anniversary
重驶向更
Oh
遥远的未
yeah,
来
it is
访
about
问
time
主
for
题
the
网页
anniversary,
分享
isn't
周年
it? I
活动还将
forgot.
有机会获得星穹等游戏奖励，以及
I was like, why are we
2025星铁
getting
Live
like
纪
such
念
cool
周边
things?
哦。
2025星铁 Live
没错，环宇因你而起响，崩坏星穹铁道演唱会
Concert
将于2025年5月1日
time
至5月3日在
Ooh,
上海
look
举
at
行。
that.
一共3天哦。
是的，除了上海的3场线下演唱会之外，
God,
我们还将在
Sunday
5
is
月
so
3日开设
tiny.
线上全球同步直播，并且在5月内，我们还将于全球多地举办
Isn't he?
2025星铁 Live 观影会。观影会现场还有许多2025星铁 Live 周边赠品，以及各
But
种
yay,
主
it's
题互动
concert
活动。
time. We love
星穹铁道
concerts.
上线2年以来，
May as
诞生
lovely
了
as
许多
ever.
充满回忆的美妙音乐。我们诚挚邀请开拓者亲临现场，
Lingyan looks
感受
very
铁道的
dashing.
音乐世界。那么观影会的具体票务
I love that
信息
Ratio
就请
has
各
an
位开拓者
accordion.
期待后续官方情报啦。
I love it.
哎期待。
I love that Ratio has an
接
accordion.
下来还有我们的联动信息，这一杯是过去、未来回忆的味道。
Flavor of
作为
moment.
2周年庆典的一环，我们将在东南亚和港澳台地区展开奶茶品牌合作，来回忆大家一起度过的甜蜜时光。
而且我们还将在拉美和欧洲部分地区与 Infinix 展开手机联动，也请开拓者期待后续详
Note
细公告。
50.
那么除了联动之外，还有1年一度的崩坏星穹铁道
But I've
创作
already
者大
got
赛
I've
多元
already
宇宙
got
掠影
my
今
phone.
年多元宇宙掠影魔法学院
You
特别
wanna
邀请了
attend
贝塔
Twink
纳夏
Sunday?
作
You
为
wanna
合作
attend
教
his
授
HSR
为同人
concert if they
社团
have
加油助
one?
阵 期待开拓者们在2位教授的指导下，打造出属于自己的精彩作
Yeah,
品。
I actually haven't heard of an
我们有开拓
HSR
者整理了
concert
一份周年庆期间的活动总览，请开拓者查
like
收。
worldwide tour yet. I'm really glad they do
4月26日
Genshin
当天
like
我们
every
还会
year.
为
I
开拓者
hope they
带来一
continue
个
to do it
特别
every
的
year
动画短
anyway.
片。
It's only really
不
been
过
2
这里还
years,
是
but
先小
still.
小的卖个关子，这份祝
but
福
like
就等到时候再揭晓，请大家
yeah,
期
it
待
would be
一下。
interesting if HSR
期待
started
期
to do
待
something like that
不过
too.
我们的2周年，
Dear Evan
上
Hansen
这
has
些
already
感
been
觉
announced
是
in
不
your
是
country.
还不太
Ooh,
够？
are you gonna go
那
see
我
it?
问你啊，周年庆有没有更大的？
我就知道你想问这个问题。
要来了。
有，开拓者可以在软梅或罗刹2名角色中
Oh my gosh,
整期
free
免费
5
获得
star.
啊
You
免
can
费
get
获得限定5星角色。
you can
是的
get
在3.2版本，开拓者可以领取一个旅伴精灵代币，使用这个代币能够在特定
Wow
商店中兑换软梅、罗刹。
guys.
或
I can
常驻
finally
五星角
get
色
Ranmei.
同时，开拓者同步获取新婚已满的5星角
I've
色
never
时，
gotten
还将
her.
额外获得一个旅伴银铃代币。每2个旅伴银铃可以兑换一个旅伴精灵代币。之前溢出的5星角色新魂也会补发相应数量的旅伴银
D1
铃代币。
nice.
除此之外，
You're getting
从
there.
3.2
Yeah,
版本
like
开
I
始
have
开拓
Lota,
者在角色活动跃签中
so I
可以
could
自
get
定义
like a
非 up 的
free
5星角色。
like
画
E1 on
面中的这
him,
几
but
位限定
no.
5星角色将加入
Better to
首
just
批
get
可
Ranmei.
自定义的范围内。
哦，也就是说，算上之前的常驻角色，我们可以从10位中任选7位。
没错，就是这个意
It's
思。
not like I
同
build
时，画面中的这些限定5星光锥以及
Like
常驻5星
seriously
光锥
though.
也会加入到刚刚提到的兑换商店内。从3.2版本开始，开拓者可以通过无
Light
印刻的
cone
荣
memory
星和
shards
无印
can
刻
be
的奖
exchanged
章
for a 5-star
来
light
获取光
cone.
锥兑换代币。
Interesting.
代币的使用是没有时间限制的，大
What?
家可以根据需要自行安排。
哦，没有时间限制，很贴心。
No
同
time
去年一
limit.
样，古老梦华也将迎来首充双倍重置。3.2版本期间累计获得一定数量的
I'm so
古老梦
confused
华
by this.
可以获得前面提到
Um,
的角色代币和光锥代币，
There's a
还有专属
reset
的精美装饰。
on the
好，
on the
好，
whatever,
这
but
回
I
的
don't.
确是有不少
Fortunately,
疯
I'm
狂内
still
容。
like
不
technically
止这
free to
些
play.
今天我们还有一些前瞻讯息想要
Free
带给各
Ranmei
位
is huge.
是的
Yeah,
那
crazy.
先从阿成老师开始吧。
首先是大家比较关心的老角色加强，在3.4版本，银狼、
Blade on
卡夫
standard.
卡、净流就会迎来加
Is that
强。
what that means?
好了，
I didn't
确实是
understand
提
it.
上日
I
程了。
wasn't reading.
对的，而且是对角色本体进行加强，具体方案会在后续
Does
版
make
本
sense
公
for
布。
older 5 stars to be
哦，那我就
regulated to
等着
standard.
看后
Okay,
面的
okay,
一些
okay.
官
That's
方
what they
信
do
息
in
了。
并且
third.
在今年呢
Okay, okay,
也
okay.
会有全新的
So I
限定
guess they
5星角
never
色
had
同
a
时免费获
limited.
取
So I guess
请
they
大
don't
家
have
期
like a
待一下。
statement on theirs that
哦，
was
期待，
like we
原
can
来还
never
有
send
可以
them to
获取的。
standard.
嗯
Okay,
感谢
okay.
阿善老师为我们带来的前瞻讯息。那勺姐老师这边呢？
OK，IP 毕竟启动更早，所以我们
Cool.
前
So
瞻
that
的
means
也
like
更多
one
一些。
day
首先想为大家带来的
I
是
could
主线的消
lose
息
and
而我
get a
们主要会在
blade
游戏内做
that I
更
will
多内
also
容
never
尝试
use.
比如其中一项就是动画进主线。
哦，是说像飞光啊、永劫轮舞啊这样的短片，以后有机会在游戏内看到吗？
是的。举个最近的例子，近期我们会发布一段有关霞蝶和艾地里亚的短片，而在3.2版本上线后，大家会发现它其实是主线的一个片段，与开拓任务密切关联。以往短片都是独立
More
成章，
shorts,
所以内
nice,
容大
nice.
多数都是人物过往或者外传。但随着主线推
Customize
进，
my
我们
target
希望能用
works.
更多形式演绎故事的重要情节。浅预告一下，也许在未来的某个版本还会出现
I don't
个
know
人
what
体
that
验发
means.
布，只能在版更当天才能公开。
哦，那一定
Oh,
是
target
关
characters.
联非常
Okay.
密切的情节了。
除了动画，像是千星纪游这一类的 PV 也会承担更重要的使命。今年是铁道上线2周年，算算时间，咱们的开拓任务也走到第一阶段的转折点了。
转折点，好不妙的
You
说
can
法
have
呀！
Himiko
我就
cons.
知道
Oh
开拓
yeah.
之旅不会
I
是简
I
单
will
的
end
公
up
路
just
片
getting get
线
pardon
索很快就
and
会出现，3.3到3.4版本会有一条特别的千
Yanqing
星纪
cons
游，
too.
同样和主线
If
相
I
关，
have
大
that
家
choice.
会在其中看见一些老
I'm
朋友的
just
近
not
况
like-
而他们会被某件事串联在一起。
I'm just
而这趟群星之
not
旅
a
的
meta
主要
player
内
at
容
all.
和埋藏在温法罗斯这个世界的秘密也将同时揭开帷幕。
哦，难怪说温法罗斯会分为上下2部，果然这一战还是和银河息息相关的。
嘿，这我就不知道了。但或许可能不止银河，列车组2位最重要的伙伴3月7和丹恒也会在这一年向前走出许多呢。和他们一样，随着大主线进入更深的阶段，会有更多支线需要回收，会有更多新老角色要走上舞台，铁道的剧情体量也将再上一个台阶。最后还有一则讯息想带给各位开拓者。就像先前提到的，铁道主线往往是提前1年以上进行
Main
筹备
storylines are
的确
planned more
重
than a
心
year in
大难免
advance,
会留下
yeah.
一些缺憾。
其中之一就是匹诺康尼。受限于当时的剧情体量，原案中的部分故事线没能完全落地，而上线后，我们也看到玩家为这些内容留白感到了遗憾。我们也觉得这部分缺失是很难用普通的开头序文或后日谈来补全的，所以铁道今年会做一次新的尝试，在3.8这一版本
3.8
周末任务《记忆是梦》的开场白
Finality
周
mission
末任务，而且再加上这个标题和这个类别
Memories
绑
are the
在一起
prelude
的话，总感觉信息量非常大呀。
开拓者们可以将其视作对匹诺康尼主线的一种补完。
They're adding more to the
Penacony
story
的有关星河猎手公司、假面愚者等开始的另一条故事线和这个不眠之夜真正的结局将浮出记忆的水面。
哦，的确是有不少值得期待的东西呢。那么好的，崩坏星空铁道3.2版本前瞻特别节目到此就要结束了。
I'm kidding.
非常感谢开拓
Oh,
者
that's
的观看
interesting though. That's
我们再次
interesting.
祝开拓者2周年快乐
！2周年快乐！
感谢开拓者的一路相伴，愿你每天开心。
愿此行终抵
I am
群星
saving for Finon.
拜
Even if Anaxa ends up being very ASD coded, I will save for Finon. I really think I missed something at the beginning. So what we're gonna do is maybe go back to the beginning. Because I swear, like, oh yeah, okay, I think the stream started earlier than I thought it did. I think that must be what happened because I don't understand how else this could have happened. So we're gonna, some of us, we're gonna watch from the middle to the end, and now we're gonna start at the beginning. This is like the worst way to watch things. Whatever.
I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace can do more than taking things away.
Oh, poor Castories.
Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind? But no, perhaps.
Hi, Josh Cruz. Yeah, I missed the beginning of it because I thought that it started at 9 and it started at 8:30. So I think I actually missed a good half of it. So we're watching from the beginning again. We're gonna watch from the beginning to the middle.
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
As expected, this is the moment when the flame chase journey is the closest to its end. I see. In that case, let the show begin.
He does have a pew pew.
Soul. An undisputed victory.
You think you joined at the most insane part? Okay.
With that of a titan.
Cool, then let's watch this together.
Titan is not a ludicrous idea.
Oh.
The answer is plain as day.
It is my hope that you will know
He's very Al-Hytham coded.
change to this world.
I have deciphered the truth of this world.
I will bring rest to death.
Your lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter.
But more expressive, I guess.
Will once again flow. May I borrow your
The
work
sky above us,
one last time?
it's not real, is it? I sow the seeds of suspicion with your
Oh my gosh, she touched Stell. And she didn't die, I think.
That I once lived.
Do the petals or something. She's stunning. She's very beautiful. Like when I see these characters, I think in terms of
Whether or not
cosplay
your
as well,
work
and I'm
has
just like,
legends about dragons. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. 欢迎各位来到3.2
Okay.
版本前瞻特别节目。我是主
he
持
may
人
realize you have pink purple weakness.
我们看一下
Ah,
两位解释一下
armor
开拓者
trailblazer
是
is
怎么回
thick,
事
right?
这么直接吗？要不我们几个也先跟大家打个招呼。大家好，我
Catch
是
up on. I
崩
really
坏星
should.
空
I
铁道
want
游戏
to.
IP
I
茶
just
杯
don't want
大
to
家
in
好
this. You know,
我是
in this
游戏
moment. You know what I mean?
PT
I think I'm just
大家好，
intimidated
我
by
是
how
任务
long it
设
is.
计米娜米。
Chimera
那现在
figures
请两位
merch
熟
in the
面孔
future.
立
Ooh.
刻马上解释一下这是什么情况。
啊，问你了，皮皮老师。
Yeah, I can
好
see
的
that.
那请容我慢慢道来。
I'm not
在
caught up, by the
3.1
way,
版本
on
的主线
Amphorius.
故事中，开拓小队与黄金翼伙伴们遭遇了一连串的变故，不得不与2位半神伙伴道别，其中1位伙伴甚至付出了生命的代价。
大家虽然暂时击退了强大的盗火行者，也顺利解决了纷争神性
Oh,
繁殖的问
okay.
题。
He's giving
还有
away
其他一系列
spoilers for the
紧迫
current
危
quest.
机有
I'm
待众人
gonna
解
stop
决
reading it. I'm
可以
gonna
说
stop reading
烛
what
火
he's
之旅
saying.
和开拓之旅都面临诸多的内忧外患。那烛
I'm
火
gonna
之
wait
旅
for
这
him to
边呢，
finish
欧洛尼斯
talking
意外陨落，
because I did
而
not
岁
play
月
this
幻
quest
神
yet.
候补的黄金翼却始终都没有现身。既是迫不得已，也出于对开拓者的信任，黄金翼向欧洛尼斯
Just
亲
gonna
自认可
focus
了
on the
我们
blue streak in
报
his
来了
hair.
感知。
这也是我心中最合适的人选。
成为半神听起来是件好事
Okay.
但在亲眼目睹先前几位半神的经历之后，开拓者和丹恒也深知成为半神究竟要付出多大的代价。
Okay,
不仅
they
如
might
此，
still
我
be
们还
talking
会很快
spoilers.
面对开拓之旅的难题，也就是刚才大家看到的3.1故事结尾，提宝为开拓者揭示的未来。
所以究竟是在什么时候？
一切原有始末，在3.2版本会由欧洛尼斯
Okay,
亲
okay,
自为大
okay.
家揭晓。
It
但
seems we're
大
safe.
家现在不必过于担心，
Okay,
因为
now I
开
can
拓者
read
的状
again.
态还是并无大碍的，甚至他还是为
So
众
glad
人
I
夺
don't
回
speak the
死亡
language.
魔者的关键人物。
没错，黄金翼伙伴们呢，尤其是身负死亡泰坦诅咒的霞蝶，他也非常关心开拓者的情况。在开拓任务走过安眠地的花丛中，
Oh, in the
开
land
拓
of
者将
repose,
和
not
霞蝶
roses.
同行，共同寻找死亡泰坦塞纳托斯的下落。
霞蝶拥有死亡之处的天赋，天生对死亡的气息非常敏感，想必应该知道去哪儿找塞纳托斯。
哎，其实不然，塞纳托斯的去向成谜，已经失踪很久了。那多年来呢，霞蝶一直在寻找他的所在，想搞清楚究竟为什么是自己来肩负死亡的诅咒。这一次呢，既是为了挽回开拓者的生命，也是为了解开霞蝶的困惑，我们将会前往名为斯提克西亚的城邦。
Dixia! Oh my god, what an obvious name.
与传说中的死亡泰坦有着千丝万缕的联系。而在3.1版本与我们分别的2位朋友，也会以某种特别的方式在3.2版本登场。
哦，我在之前的 PV 中见到过斯提克西亚这个名字，好像是一座建在海边的城邦，是吧？
没错，很久很久以前，斯提克西亚被称作巨龙与海浪的城邦，有着海洋明珠的美称。不过呢，根据预言师的记载，在经历了一场恐怖的龙灾后，斯提克西亚已然覆灭。在那之后，这里沦为了一片废墟，只剩下一片冥海。
确实感觉阴森森的。这些
Creepy.
白色的东西是龙的骨头吗？
没错，斯提克西亚不仅游荡着人类的亡灵，同样也是传闻中巨龙陨落的地方。只不过千百年来，无论是这个城邦本身，还是这条巨龙的传说，都已经被温法洛斯渐渐遗忘了。
哦，好的。那既然我们这次前往了斯提克西亚这样一个全新的地方，会有一些不一样的任务体验吗？
会有的，在斯提克西亚的探索过程中，我们可以使用身边的提灯照出原来不存在的通路。当我们提着灯环顾四周，会发现只有脚下的一个小浮空平台，其余的地方都隐匿于黑暗之中。
有种踏空而行，穿梭在2个时空的感觉。
除此之外呢，开拓者还会在路上遇到一些亡灵 NPC， 在这些灯光的映照之下 ，NPC 会从幽魂状态变成真正的人。
这些亡灵也是曾经生活在这里的居民，对吧？
是的，从他们口中，我们将获取更多斯提克西亚相关的信息。
不仅如此，在斯提克西亚的探索过程中，开拓者和霞蝶还会与名为冥魂渡者、死龙残躯波吕克斯的怪物相遇，并且和他展开一场战斗。
要介绍新敌人了是吧？这个名字还真
Everyone's
是
dressed so
典型的
nicely.
翁法
I don't
洛
know
斯
why I
风
just
格
noticed that,
我乍一
but
听上
like
去还以为我们同时要打3条龙
其实它是一条龙，你也可以直接叫它波吕克斯。
波吕克斯的特点在于，它对我方造成的大部分伤害都是一种
that is a creepy looking thing. What the heck? What the heck is that?
是无视护盾、无视防御，不可分摊。
What is that? Ew.
在战斗中，我方目标的生命值降低时，它还会
You
积累
dropped
低
100 on
死光
Kinich
炮
merch.
进
You
入
don't
强化
want to
状
do more.
进强化这
Why
一
did
下
you
全
Why
员
did you
之
drop
一是啊
100 on Kinich
这
merch?
龙好凶
Wait,
猛
what
没
merch?
错，
I'm
作
curious.
为死亡的化身，波吕克斯
Please
非常
tell me it
擅
wasn't
长
a
操
how.
控生命，因此和他作战的时候一定要格外注意队伍的血量状态。
不过呢，在战斗中，开拓者还需要让队伍里的角色
Play
尽快地
Resident
消耗
Evil,
生命
dude.
值
I
让它
cannot.
更
Mostly
快地
because I just don't
累积死亡
understand.
炮这样
Like
能
it
够
takes
进
me
入
a
强
while
化
just to
等
figure
下
out the mechanics of
这
game.
逻辑不对吧？为什么要尽
Like
快
one
强化
part of it
呢
is fear,
其
one
实
part of
这
it
个
is
强
me
化
just
状态
being
呢，可以说
scared,
是一把双刃剑。
maybe.
在
But the
进入
other
强化
part is
状态
me
之后
just literally
我
not
方攻击会
understanding
消
how
耗
anything
低死
works,
亡炮
and then it
然
would
后
be,
就
I
能
think,
恢复
really
生命值
aggravating
了
for people to
当
watch
低
me
死亡
play.
炮消耗完毕时，还
A
可以
dead
对其造
dragon.
成大量伤害。
了
It's
解，
so
感觉是一
creepy.
场围绕生命展开的
It looks
大
like a
战。
dragon with its
没
head
错
stuck in an egg.
那波吕克斯呢
Yeah,
他
but
在
why
联
is
合
it in
中
the
成员已
egg?
久
And
浸染了浓郁的死亡气息。
You will see all
胆
you
敢打扰
stuff.
他安眠的人都要做好心理准
Dragon with
备。
head and egg. Okay.
那感谢老师们的介绍。
You can
感
blame
觉这
you
次
for. I
烛火
do
的
blame
征
you.
程也没有那么简单啊。
确实是这样的。那就像之前提到的，眼
Happy
下的烛火
enabling,
之
I
旅
can see
深
that.
陷
And a
内
how
忧和外
charging
患
cable and a
英
spinach
雄们的
charging
困
stand.
境从来都不只来自外部。
Oh my
复杂的内
god,
政
that's
和人际关
hilarious.
系也是诸多问题的导火索。在3.2版本的开拓任务中呢，有人试图在即将召
But I
开的公民大
understand the
会上
appeal.
发起投票，去终止
I
烛火之
bought
旅。
Nuviette's ladle,
一
so
定是
I
元老
can't
院
say
干
shit.
的。
感谢
I
李
bought a
老师给我
ladle
们带来的精彩 cos，没错，就是元老院。那相信在之前的剧情中，大家也有感受，元老院会
Resident
经
Evil
常
truly a
派出
wholesome
探子
game.
监视，
I know
或
what
者
Resident
阻挠
guys.
黄金
I'm
的
not.
行动，就连
I'm
单
not.
红也被拦住盘问过。
I'm
我记得
not
在
that
3.0
oblivious.
剧情
I
里
know
面
what
是有
Resident
个叫
Evil
凯尼
is,
斯
guys.
的
I
跳出
watch
来恶言
movies.
厉色的威胁阿格莱亚。
没错，以凯尼斯为首的元老院反对派早已
I'm
处
not
处设下
that
陷阱，
like
还不断在暗中
out
培
of
养自己的
touch.
势力。明枪易躲，暗箭难防。虽然无法与半神正面抗
It's
衡，
also especially
但
all
他
the
们尤其
screams.
擅长阴招，更善于煽风点火、借刀杀人。在他们得知了瑟西斯、欧洛尼斯两位泰坦已经陨落的消息后，便在元老院中大肆鼓吹烛火派已经走向末日，
Propaganda.
想要抓住这次机会，一举将烛火派彻底铲除。
那公民大会又是什么？凭什么能终止烛火之旅啊？
我来补充一下前情提要吧。每隔5至10年，元老院会在奥赫玛的信仰中心和政治枢纽，也就是最庄严的会议场所黎明云崖举办公民大会。这里是整个奥赫玛最接近富士泰坦科法勒的地方，保存着科法勒的火种。城邦代表们会在这里对翁法罗斯的重要问题进行投票表决，投票结果被视为翁法罗斯全体公民的意志。千百年来，无论是哪位管理者，都必须遵循公民大会的议程和结果行事。
不过反对派他干嘛要跟黄金翼过不去啊？烛
That's
火
such
之
a
旅
beef.
是有什么问题吗？
You just
这个问
imagine
题
me
就比
as a
较复杂
tiny
了
free run,
如果从元老院
oblivious
的
to
私
the
生
world,
活
you
来
know?
看凯尼斯等人是想要独揽大权的，他们觉得再创世这种事情完全虚无缥缈，你比起为了这种事情白白牺牲，还不如在末世里面尽享荣华富贵。
另一方面呢，
Ouch.
一些民众认为
Ouch.
对翁法罗斯威胁最深的
You got to the
陷入疯狂的
shower,
米卡多利
off
已
the
经被
shower.
查
Did
了
they talk about
他们的
Castor's
生
kit
活
yet?
渐渐
Not
步入
yet,
平
not yet.
静
We're not at that part
在
yet.
这种情况下，
They're
大
talking
费
about
周章
the
的
next
烛火之旅
region
就没有那么
and
必要
stuff. So
可是平静的生活真能这么轻易实现吗？
we're
黑潮
not quite
才
at
刚
the
刚大肆
Castor's
入
kit
侵
yet. So
父
you still
亲，
because
我
you
不那么
you still
乐
have
观。
time, Mizu.
我要是元老院的人
Oh
呐
my
我
god.
就会一口咬
Resident
定
Evil movies aren't the
根
same
本
as
没
the
有再
games.
创神能
Yeah,
够
but
做
they're
出的证
enough
据
for me
阿
to
格莱亚
know
和
that
黄
it's
金
not a
都是
slice of
骗子
life,
相
Kathy.
信还是会有很多人
I'm pretty
站
sure
在
it's
元老院
enough
这
for me
边的
to know it's
那
not a
除了
slice
来
of
自元
life.
老院的阻挠之外，其实在黄金翼的内部也不是铁板一块的。
哦，你指的是纳克夏吗？
没错，据可靠
They
的
can't
信息
like
呢
the
有人
story
看到
might
纳
not be
克夏
exactly
在
the
黎明
same, but
雅
there's
和
no
凯
way
尼
they
斯
can
进行
change the
秘密会谈
genre that
似
much,
乎是达成了
Kathy.
某种合作。
可是纳克夏身上还带着瑟西斯的火种啊，他这是要投敌吗？
话不能这么说。虽然纳克夏也是黄金翼，但他也始终觉得神域无凭无据。
Okay, he
表示
doesn't
强
believe
烈
in the
质疑
prophecy.
在之前的公民大会上，他也总是对烛火之旅投下反对票。
在3.1剧情的末尾，瑟西斯说
And
纳
that's
克夏
already
早
a
已经是
corpse.
具尸体了。难道我们见到的这位是
I think that's a
幽灵吗？
spoiler for
在
something,
黑
but
潮
I'm
对
just
付
gonna
神的
ignore
怒
that.
纳克夏与黑潮战斗到了最后一刻。
It's
瑟
okay.
西斯觉得他
My
很有
memory
趣
is
就
short.
所有
I'll
搭救
forget all of
结
this
果
by
纳克夏就
tomorrow.
这么成了活死人。
Mila
现在是
Jovovich
单
was
靠
your
着
first
泰坦的
childhood
生命力
crush.
在人
Remember
间
seeing
斗
her in
争
Resident Evil?
我注意到你用了
Oh,
逗留这个词。
that was your
没
first
错
childhood
泰
crush?
坦的火种对
Wow.
于凡人来说力量太
Everyone,
强
who were your
长
first
期植
childhood
入本
crushes?
来就有风险，你时间一长呢，甚至还有
You
更
can
多的
even
损
mention
失
the embarrassing
没错
ones.
现在的纳克夏
In
它
fact,
就像
do.
一
It's
根
more
被
fun.
扔进大火的火
Cafe
柴
trolls don't
可以
play
说
unless
它
you
的
like
生
this.
命很快就要
I
燃尽。
definitely
那
already
这跟他
know, so
想
don't
和
worry.
元老
And
院
yeah, I
合
can't play
作
because I think
有
I'm
什
just
么
gonna.
关系？难道
At
他
this
想
point, you
和
don't
元
mind
老院帮
spoilers
忙
because you're
起
too
出他的
behind.
火种？
作为
I'm
一名
only
学者呢
one.
纳克夏
I'm
向
only
来只忠于自己的研究
one quest
和元老院
behind,
合
but
作
yeah,
能免去
it's
不
a
少
long
和阿
quest.
格莱亚的
So
周旋。在他生命的倒计时里，他在意的其 其实也只有我们究竟为何物，也就是生命本质的答案。
有意思的是，这也是瑟伊斯抛给他的
The
试炼
main
本身。
character in
如果
Digimon
纳克夏
Season
能为
1.
当这位
Oh,
泰坦解
Tai?
谜问题
Tai Chi?
那这位泰坦就会
Oh,
自然
that's
消散，把身体
interesting.
还给纳克夏。
The guy with the goggle and the goggles and the
瑟西
big
斯
hair?
不是理性的泰坦吗？
It's interesting that it
身为
wasn't
社会的化
mad.
身，怎么还要人类帮忙
Flow
去
from
解答问题呢？
progressive.
理性嘛，并不意味着全知全能。神话中
Progressive
说，世界上所
I'll
有
look
的
into
生命都是克法勒的造物，但纳克夏和瑟西斯都对此表示强烈的怀疑。
毒神的黄金叶与泰坦组队，总觉得接下来会发生很多意想不到的事情呢。
总之呢，在3.2版本的开拓任务中，我们将会直面死亡和理性两颗火种
Anne
的问题。
Hathaway. Your
这两颗火种
first childhood
既与
crush
死
was
亡
Anne
的危机
Hathaway?
紧密相连， 同时又和我们究竟是何物的真相密不可分。其中的内情
So you didn't have
我当然希望
feelings
各位开
for
拓
a
者能
while.
在实际的游玩中
You're
亲
already
自去
two
解答
patches
答案。
behind at this
谢谢
point. A
老
girl in
师，又开
elementary,
始
she was
卖关
gathering
子了。
you and
没
another
有没
girl
有，
who
那
were
正所谓
social
事在
outcasts.
人
Oh,
为，
that's
想要知
sweet.
道
That's
霞
very
蝶和开
sweet.
拓者在斯蒂克西
You're
亚
still
的
a
遭遇，
different old story.
还有纳克夏和元老院的谋划，我们还需要深入了解这两位主要的
Yeah,
当事人。
I'm not far
好的
enough
那
behind
接
that
下
I'm
来
kind of
让我
like,
们稍事
okay,
休息，
I
稍
should
后
try
为
to
大家
avoid
带
some
来3.2
spoilers.
版本
But
角
yeah,
色的
past a
相
certain
关信
point, I
息。
think I won't care anymore. You had a crush at high school later and you got heartbroken. Oh, I'm sorry. So I think my first childhood crush was Tuxedo Mask.
对死亡习以为常，
I'm
反而
pretty
积攒
sure
了很大的心理压力啊。比
It's
如
either
面对受
Tuxedo
情感
Mask
者的亲人，
or
霞蝶就
it's
难以说出死亡的
Kimberly
事实。
from Power
但你曾
Rangers.
向
She was
他
the
提
pink
议
Power
利用
Ranger.
不死之身牺
It's
牲
one of
自我
those
寻找
because they
快乐
happened
和
around
福
the same
但
time.
他也拒绝了。
确
I don't
实
think I
因为
knew
就
Kimberly
用
was a
霞蝶
crush
自己的
though.
话来说吧，
You know what I
死
mean?
亡并
I
不
don't
是一
think I
场游戏
registered
在世间
Kimberly
大
as a
多数人看
crush
来，死亡
because I
也确
didn't
实是一件
think
非
that
常
I
恐
liked
怖的事
girls.
情。那很多
But
人都会
yeah.
把霞蝶这种能力当成诅咒，然后把它视作可怕的怪物，所以不愿意去主动接近它。而与之相对
Your
的，
first
霞
childhood
蝶也
crush
不
was
希望自己
Rekka
为
from
人带
Flame
去
of
死亡，
Rekka.
所以也养成
Oh.
了一个不主动与人接触的性格。
想象一下，如果我自带死亡
Princess
的
Diaries
buff，
was peak
我也应
enchanted.
该会
Yeah,
怀
but
疑
like
自己存在
that's so
到
much
底有什
later
么
in
意义
life. You
是
know
不
what I
是
mean?
会为别人带去灾厄？
是啊，就算走
It's
在
it's
路
more
上，
about
也
like
必须
it's
和
it's
所
not
有
about
活
who.
物保
I
持
love
物
Anne
理上的
Hathaway.
社交
I
距
I
离。
absolutely
连
love
那
Anne
些求
Hathaway.
抱抱的猫猫
And
狗
I
狗
have a
甚
crush
至
on her
亲人
now.
啊，他都不能
But
触碰。
but I mean like I
太
don't
懂
think
至少人就
I
碰不了他。
啊，你说
registered
这倒确实
like
是，确实是。
I think I
话
registered
倒
my
没
first
说
crushes
错。
way
不过
earlier,
呢，
right?
来
Like
到
I was
欧
very
美之后，
young.
霞蝶在这
So I'm
里
just
遇
more
到了一个
surprised
黄
at
金
like
翼，
the
他们
age,
的
you know.
真诚相待和温暖接纳，让他
Well,
在
ours
漫
same.
长的人生中
Oh.
第一次感受到了家的温暖。
Ursula
他
from
也
the
明
Tobey
白，
Maguire
虽然死
Spider-Man
亡的诅
trilogy.
咒仍未解除，但是有
Ursula
这么一群志同道合的伙伴，能够
Ursula,
陪
is
在
she
他
the
身边，
blonde?
对他来说已经是莫大的奢
High
侈。
school is cringe. It's
霞蝶
okay. You
甚
were
至
too
还
cringe
一度
also.
会尝试说服自己，说也许停在这里，停在欧河马，就
Well,
这么
my
安稳
first
地
crush
活下
wasn't
去，
in high
是
school.
不
That's the
是
thing.
也不是
Like
一件坏
Tuxedo
事？
Mask
然而，
and
近
the
来
Pink
的
Power
一系列
Ranger,
变故扰乱
like
了霞蝶的思
I
绪。
liked
取
them
保
when
和
I
万
was
劫
like
的决心深深触动了他，而开拓者
8,
现在的处境
7 or
实际上
8.
也与死亡泰坦息息相关。那这一切都让
So
他
I'm
坚定
talking
了
like
继续
real
向前
young.
完成烛火使命的决心。
我想起提宝的预言：花海尽头，生者的魂灵将温暖炉之之间。
I'll tell you
没
the
错，
really
在
embarrassing
这
one
个
later.
花海尽头，一场跨越生死
Some
的
of you already
蜕变
know.
即将
Some
发
of you
生。
kind of already
只
know.
是蜕变往往也意味着非常沉重的
This
代价。
stream is
这是霞
gonna
蝶曾经
possibly
深深
be
感到
be
恐惧的
be
命运，
re-uploaded
但是
later,
在
and
接
just
下
in
来
case
3.2的出现
people who
后
aren't
他会战胜这种恐惧和
regulars
风
to
暴。
this stream
怎么
show
那
up,
么就
I
直
I
接
can't
带
have
入
it
到
on
了
record.
命
I
运
can't
啊、
have it on
代价
record.
这种沉重的词，能不能再聊点温馨
So
的？
so
这得
I'll
让我
mention
想
it
想啊。
after after I
霞
stop
蝶在
recording.
过去漫长的人生当中，其实培养了很多很有趣的爱好，比如
Oh
说
no, we are
为了弥补
exposed.
他无法触碰这些小动物的遗憾，他会去
Maybe
做
from
一些小
Pokemon.
动
Oh,
物毛
May
玩
from
每天晚
Pokemon.
上睡觉的时
You
候，
remember
就抱
liking
着它
Sakura,
们
but not
在
to the
他
point
们
when
的陪伴
when
中
you saw May.
除此之外，
Oh
他还
wow,
喜
very
欢
young.
看看书、写写文什么的。
She's the
尤其
landlord's
精通
daughter.
法
She
罗
made
斯
Peter
的历
cookies
史
when he was
和
doing the
文
emo
学。
thing.
所以他都写什么文
Oh,
啊？
oh, that's
这我就不知
sweet.
道了。
I
你要
okay,
是
I
在后
remember
期
her
那
now. I
就
remember
去
her
到
now.
号码自己
She
去
was
问
very
了。
cute. You're right.
哦，我刚看到视频里面，
You're
霞
the
蝶
only one
是
who
有一条
understood the
龙的，
assignment. You were
而
very
且这
young.
条龙和我
Yeah,
们前面
guys,
介绍的那
like
个 boss 的
we're
龙
not
还有
talking
点
your
像，
teenage
这是怎么
crushes.
回事
We're talking
之前
when you were young, you
它
know?
只是死亡泰坦的部分残躯，而蛱蝶的死龙本质上是异灵。它是经年累月
But yeah, I remember Ursula now. She was very sweet. I liked
死
her.
亡神权凝结形成的力量。虽然现在还不能为大家揭晓真正的谜底，
Yo, grab your
但
guitar
无论
and play
是
Sweet
死
Home
亡
Alone.
还是死龙，那都是蛱蝶身上最重要的意象。
是的，所以我们直接把这条龙做进了游戏里了。
对，在战斗中呢，死龙它就会撕裂空间出现，在接下来一段时间内，它会跟角色们共同作战。场上不光能看到龙的身影，同时呢还会伴有一处遍布。
You only remember the main character in Digimon.
在战斗
Oh yeah,
中
AQ
这个
understood.
境界
AQ
同时
understood the
是存在一个
assignment too. Okay, so only Mizu and AQ understood the assignment.
会消耗自身的血量。
Yes,
喷射龙
yes,
焰
yes.
对
The
敌
main,
方
yeah,
整体造成
yeah.
伤害。
I
开拓者
understand
可以根
liking
据
Tai
需
Chi.
要操控死龙的输出。
Yeah, she's got a
可以一鼓作气地
dragon.
喷
This is
也可以
crazy.
一点一点的喷。
死龙喷出的这个火焰的颜色都不一样了。
啊，这个我知道，这个叫
Princess
中
Diaries
火
came out in
大
2001. Were you 8 in
当死龙再死
2001?
时
Oh my
蛱蝶
god,
可以和死龙
Kathy.
一起释放连携攻击。
Okay, never mind. Kathy understood the assignment. I just forgot how old I am. I just forgot how old I
并且
am.
当队友陷入危险时
Or how
死
young
亡
Kathy
会为
is.
我方抵挡伤害，保护大家。
那的确是战斗的好帮手。
没错，除此之外，死龙消失时会触发自爆，对敌方造成伤害的同时，会为我方回复生命。
这就叫釜底抽薪。
哦，我们要如何把死龙召唤出来呢
Baby, right? Right?
当
Actual
我方损
actual
失生命的
baby.
时候，能够让侠蝶获得特殊充能。释放战技的时候，侠蝶对敌方造成伤害的同时，也能获得特殊充能。这个特殊充能一满，释放终结技，侠蝶就能召唤死龙上场协助作战了。除此之外，使用秘技近战时，侠蝶也会立即召唤出死龙。
哦
But yeah, Castoris has a dragon. That is crazy.
但这个境界还是挺唯美的。
Oh, she's got a
确实
scythe. Of
这个
course
境
she does.
界
I'm not
非常符
surprised,
合
but
夏蝶的一个个人气质。
是的，除了上面说的，侠蝶还有一个比较特殊的能力，它可以为队
so
友
she's a
们抵挡一次
DPS,
致命攻
right?
击
She's definitely a
在战斗
DPS,
中
right?
如果我方角色受到致命攻击，这些角色
She can
暂时
revive
不
the
会死
dead?
在此期间，这些角色只要受
Ah,
到
that's
治疗
why
或被
Cappy
泡泡护盾，就能
94.
够
I
真正地破解
see.
重
You're
伤。
right. It does
而
say
且
Cappy. Okay,
即
I
使
see.
侠
I
蝶不
see.
在队伍里，这个能力也照样能发动。
不在队伍中也能生效吗？
Makes sense.
毕竟侠蝶与死亡权柄息息相关，在战斗中，他也想让死亡的脚步稍作停留。
果然
I'm pretty
是
sure you were
队
like
友的黄
10
金
or
翼。
11 or so.
那
You're a
感
late
谢各位
bloomer.
老师的分享。接下来让我
Very
们了解
cute.
一下
Very
3.2版
cute.
本的另外一位角色纳克夏。
You know, at least that's age appropriate because I do believe Tai Chi was also like 10 years old. I think Tai Chi was also 10 years old. So yeah, you were the same age. My crushes were much older than I was. Tuxedo Mask and Kimberly the Pink Ranger, much older than I was.
茶杯老师，我就开门见山啊。那我问你
You don't know
纳
how
克
to
夏
get
还
rid
能
of
活多久
that.
这个啊，让我想想。以瑟西斯
Brenda
所
Song
言
from
他
Sweet
的
Life of
意
Zack
识
and
最多
Cody.
在生者世界
Oh,
停
she's
留
married to Macaulay
15根
Culkin
本
now, huh?
这么短
I keep seeing them on like my YouTube
用纳
recommendations.
克夏自己的话来说，
Anne Hathaway was
就
way too old
解
for
谜
you.
道题而言，15个日夜未眠
You're a
时间
mature
太
child.
长了。
不是，你前面2个回答一直在引用原文，这能减轻你的负罪感吗？这叫自欺欺人
啊！对不起，对不起，毕竟纳克夏这个人嘛，非常有自
Use
己
your
的
account,
主
your
意
character
和
will get
想
the
法。
wait.
大多
Even
数
if
人
she's
最多也就只
just
能
on
当
your
演员
account,
对他
that's
的话做一个简单
crazy.
转述。那至于他究竟在想什么，
That's so
那就很难理
OP.
解比如
That's
说，他一直在
crazy.
研究的炼金术高深莫测，
I have
还提到人生同
literally
源，那简直是不可理喻。
I'm not reading
纳克
anymore.
夏
I'm
自身
sorry,
所
guys.
说
I'm
便
not
是通
paying
过炼金术
attention.
探究生命乃至世界的本质构成。
Okay,
也就
this
是
is
所谓的
where
我们究竟为何物这样一个
this
问题。
is where we
对
ended
此
up. So we
瑟
can
西斯的
stop
火
now.
种
We
和
can
它
stop
融
now.
合不仅
So we watched the live stream. Lots of great stuff coming. I'm sorry I watched it out of order because I'm stupid and I didn't realize it started half an hour earlier than I thought it did. But yeah. That is crazy. That's a super crazy OP ability though for Castoris. I will not be pulling though. I am gonna be faithful and save for Finon. Also, I just don't have the pulls. Don't have enough pulls. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what I can manage to get and if I can get myself a Finon. You loved May for Pokemon? Let me search May. I don't think I remember what May looks like. Guys, this new anime coming out, The Summer Hikaru Died. Watch it. Everyone watch it. I'm going to be watching it. So one thing to point out. First thing to point out. It reminds me, it's got the vibe of Summertime Rendering, which should have been anime of the year, I swear, of that year. That was so good. But 2, it's BL. It's BL, you guys. It's BL. It's totally BL. Watch it. So if you wanted Summertime Rendering, but BL, you can watch The Summer Hikaru Died. Okay. Anyway, what was I looking for? You're still not done with Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling's last episode is this week. It's coming this week, I think. I haven't, or it's already out. I haven't seen it though. I haven't seen the latest episode. So yeah. Oh, okay, yes, this is May from that season. Really, I really like Misty's look more. I don't know. Maybe it's because like Misty's look is a little bit more mature. I really like Misty's look. Okay. I'm gonna go hang my laundry. Don't worry, I'll be back soon. And let's keep talking. Let's keep talking. Okay, I'm not recording. Okay, guys, don't judge me. Okay, I was like 6. Okay, my first crush was my cousin. Don't judge me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry to say that and just run away. To be fair, in my defense, I don't think I understood that we were cousins. I was like, again, very young. And 2, he was just a tall, pretty Asian man. So I think it was like, he looks like Tuxedo Mask, you know? Misty is so annoying. Oh my gosh. I love Misty. That's so normal. Your cousin has crushes on each other. Oh, interesting. Okay. You just never liked them. It's okay. The crust appreciation makes sense now. No! No! 10 out of 10 early brushing toothpaste. I swear it has nothing to do with real life. But yeah, like I do think it was just because he looked like Tuxedo Mask. It's not my fault, right? The crazier thing though, guys. Like, here's the crazier thing. Here's the crazier thing. Oh, and he was also much older, right? He was like by the time, like at the time, I was like, you know, like 6 or 7, right? Maybe 8, I don't know. He was definitely at least in his late teens, but I think he might have already been an adult. I think he might have already been like 20, you know? I don't know his actual age anymore because, you know. So it was like not like, it was obviously not a viable type of thing, right? It was just, you know, a little girl and a cute like man, you know, that was really it. But yeah, you were traumatized at 22 when your older cousin asked you to marry her for immigration purposes. Yeah, that's a little much. Very intellectually. Yeah. But yeah, it was just very like it was very much a non thing, right? A nothing burger, if you will. But I still wanted to say it 'cause it is pretty funny. Okay. So we're gonna turn on Genshin very quickly so I can do my dailies. But then after that, we're gonna go into Love in Deep Space to figure out where Zane hid his pee-pee. We're gonna figure out where No, not PP. Sorry. Where Zayn hid his trigger. Because we're going to see if it was in his PP, okay? We're doing research today, guys. This is a research stream. It's going to become a research. This is just for science, right? Just for science. We're just going to do research into Zayn today, okay? This is for science. Yeah, I don't know if I would marry my cousin for legal papers. I feel like that's a crossing a line. Makes more sense for the trigger to be hit in the PB part. So like in the essay, okay, here's the thing. Here's the reason I want to check, right? I did enjoy the essay. I think they make great points. A lot of it was stuff I already knew aside from the trigger thing. But they also make a point that I don't agree with completely, and I don't know where they're getting this idea from. Apparently, they think that Zayn has a penchant for like sex in public, and I don't see that. I don't, like, from my memory, a lot of their intimate moments have been at home. A lot of MC's and Zayn's like intimate scenes have been at home. So like one was in an AU and that was in a prison, but it was like his prison. And also like that's an AU. I feel like that doesn't really quite count. So I don't know where they're getting this idea from. So because of that, I got to make sure about the PP thing because I just don't really know if like, you know, everything, like I agree with everything, right? Or if they're like exaggerating. I will say I agree with everything else in their essay and I thought it was a great video. But I just can't like, you know, blindly put my faith in the triggers in his PP thing without double checking. So we're going to confirm. But first, let me just do this to get rid of my resin and basically complete my dailies. It makes no. At least offer me money. In the cat cafe? Oh, they did. But you know what? To be fair, everybody did it in the cat cafe. Everybody did it in the cat cafe, and that was what triggered the cats to what's the word? To curse them. But I feel like that's not the same. Do you know what I mean? That's not the same thing. Everybody did it in the cat cafe. But and I did say most, so I'm sure there are like public moments elsewhere. But most of the time, I think that it has been, you know, Zayn has been fairly chaste. Oh, she didn't crit. I want to build Mika almost as a DPS, but probably should not do that. Let me turn the game sound on. When you say exhibition, you instant, yeah, exactly. When we think about who has done it outside more, I don't think it's Zayn. I think it's definitely Silas. Silas just keeps wanting to do it everywhere except like in a bed at home. I think it was nice though that he did do it in a bed at home for the card that was, I think, supposed to be kind of their first time. And I liked that card. I liked that story. That was a good story. Poor abuelita. Right? Can't believe they just did it on the roof of her house or whatever. Like, Silas, can you please?
도망칠 생각 마. 다들 힘내세요. 원하는 서리로 갚겠다. 판결한다. 불리하군. 징벌의 빛. 무념 단절.
Wait, why did she heal? Why did Eula heal? Is there a passive in like Mika that like lets them heal?
돌파구를 열겠습니다. 하나 얼어붙은 서리.
Like in other circumstances or something?
용서를 빌어라. 가루가 되어라. 서둘러.
This is such an ugly weapon for her. I know he can heal people, but is there like normally that's with his burst. So yeah, but she healed. My point is she healed after his burst. So I'm kind of confused by that. He does heal. I know that. That's why he's on this team, because I always need a healer on my team because I don't dodge. But and he does have like a crazy amount of like ER that like that he can basically heal like all the time. But like his burst is up very consistently. Ooh, she did 220k there. Every time he uses his burst, every normal attack heals. Oh, okay. Maybe that's it. Because I was like, how did she heal outside of his, like, after his burst? But okay, that makes sense then.
부상자는 제게 맡기세요. 원하는 서리로 갚겠다. 눈에는 눈.
Because these guys hit hard. It's very annoying.
지금 정렬의 시간. 징벌의 빛. 위험 요소를 제거합니다. 다들 힘내세요.
I do love how much Mika heals.
가루가 되어라. 얼어붙은 서리. 도망칠 생각 마. 심판한다. 용서를 빌어라.
You might call it a night earlier than intended. Your friend just invited you to jog. Oh, exercise. Nice. We'll let you know the results of our experiment today or our research. Let you know.
부상자는 제게 맡기세요. 견고한 얼음이 원한을 끊어내지. 징벌의 빛. 무념 단절. 위협 사격. 도망칠 수 없다. 당황하면 다들 힘내세요. 가루. 징벌의 빛.
Damn it.
도망칠 생각 마.
Guys hit so hard. I should probably also learn how to dodge, but
정밀 사격. 번개는 영원히 빛나리. 우선자는 제게 하나도 안. 자, 하. 위험 요소를 제거합니다. 얼어붙은 서리. 하. 헛.
okay. So I think we're done with dailies now. Oh, my video is up. I also wanted to set up. Okay, sorry guys. Trying to Nugget invited me to go to a Star Rail thing. I don't know what it is yet, but I said yes. But I'll see. But anyway, let's see. Turn on Wi-Fi. And sorry. Okay, let's do this. Oh my gosh. After I claim this, we'll start our research into Zane. Fun. I do want to do Genshin story like soon-ish because I want to meet Aoife. I really want to meet Aoife. And I know his event just started, so man, I haven't used Eula. I haven't used Eula in so long. It's very nostalgic to be using her. You'll leave after Zane? Okay. Alright, here we go. I claimed, right? Okay, I claimed. Good. Sorry, I couldn't notice what I was doing. Okay. So here we go, guys. Eula Plunge is so fun. I haven't used Eula Plunge. Shanyon. Yeah, I guess I could try that one day. Let's see. But I didn't have a build. So here's what I did. With the recent whatever thing, I'd use the artifact crafting thingy. I use that to craft the piece that I need to get her on a full Pale Flame set. So it's not like a perfect build by any means. It's still like pretty shitty. But even though it's not a perfect build, it's still like workable, right? At least for this kind of stuff for now. So okay. me just make it bigger. I guess that's, I mean, that's kind of big enough. Right? There you go. We'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay. This is crazy. Oh, I wanted to do my, oh, shoot. Okay, hang on. Well, the sound's not on anyway yet, so let me just do this real fast. Okay. So, very, very quickly first, sorry guys. I forgot my music video was out. So, do you guys remember, for those who have been here for a really long time, I did my very first collab cover with Murberry, right? And Murberry was kind enough to mix my awful recording, right? Like, because I had my old condenser mic back then, but I got a new mic, obviously, which is much better. And then eventually I re-recorded and got this remixed. So it's a new cover, and I also like commissioned an entire video for it, all the art and everything, to kind of look more like the original video. So here it is. I'm really proud of this one. Yes, my title, Friendless Friday. But yes, I really like it. I'm really happy with this. It's also my first time seeing it on a bigger screen. And wow, the details are so good. I'm so glad the people that I commissioned like put so much work into and care into this. So nostalgic. It's actually my newest design. But yeah, it also kind of resembles the old one, doesn't it? I think I just have a very, like, I think I just have an aesthetic that I like. Do you know what I mean? I just have a very particular style that I like. But it actually is going to be for the 3.0 model. So this image is actually based off of the 3.0 model. Animations are great. Do they cost a lot? So I commissioned from Yozu. And you can find all of their links in my description. So you can go commission them yourself if you guys want to. They're on VGen. I commissioned via VGen now. And yeah, like I think that it's not too expensive considering the work that they put on. This video is only 2 minutes though. But yeah, you can go see their prices and stuff. And Yozu was really nice to, like, because I sent them the original video and was like, can you please make it very similar to this original video, because I really want like this like to kind of match, but it doesn't have to be perfect. But they really made it like actually match. Like everything was almost exactly like the original video, just with the assets and the designs that I commissioned for the art. So the art and the video I commissioned separately. So that is important. But yeah, the animations did not cost that much for this particular person that I commissioned, which was great. That's why there's a flower crown. Yes, my latest, I don't remember if I've shown the 3.0 model reference, but we will have a debut eventually. We finished the line art for the model, so now she's working, or she will start working on the coloring. And after the coloring and all of that is done, then she'll send me the file and I can get then I just need to find someone to rig, and then we can have like a proper debut again. And then Yeah. Who is Barry? So Murberry is Myrtle, and she is another. She decided to stream for a year, and she's a Filipina. She like does music and stuff as well, but her primary occupation is as a nurse. And she reached out to me and she was like, "Do you want to cover this song together?" And I was like, "I've never even heard this song. I didn't realize how popular it was." And we did a cover together, but it was very bad because of me. She's obviously, you heard her voice. She is phenomenal, but my mic was really shit, and at the time I also was not very good at singing. So I do link to the original video in that description as well, so you can check that out and you can see the difference, the difference in quality. But then, yeah, I decided I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna redo the song properly with a proper mic, and now that I know how to sing a little better, and it turned out like really, I think it turned out good. I'm pretty proud of it. Friday is the same as you remember. Where's the friend? Yes. Almost do your back. Oh no, Kathy, you okay? What happened? You were moving the bed of a pig. Dude, be careful on that big job. Yeah, be careful. Hi, Roderick. The weekend is here. Yes, it is. Okay, let me turn on the audio and then we can proceed with the experiment, right? And we can figure out where Zane hid his. We can figure out where Zane hid his trigger. Okay, so we watched a great video analyzing basically why Zane is so horny, and it was mentioned that he hid his trigger in the Tomorrow Catch 22 card in his PP, and I do not remember that. If anybody looks back on that video though, I obviously was just struggling in general with the gameplay mechanics because I don't know how to play this game. So we're gonna reinvestigate and we're gonna see if that's true. Did he hide his trigger in his PP? Okay. Let's find out. So how do we get to the, here we go. Here's the date. Call. Okay. So this would have happened somewhere, I want to say here? Should we go to scene 1, 2, or 3? Okay, never mind. I thought that was just a picture, but I pressed it and it takes it. Okay, we're gonna start from the beginning. I guess for research we should be thorough, so let's start from the beginning, right? Let's find out. This is for science, guys. This is for science, okay? Yes, this is for research. Purely research stream. Okay, so this is when she is recovering at home after escaping the prison and everything. I still don't, like, I guess she's on the... Yeah, she's laying low. She's on the lam. Yes, I am a woman of science, right? I'm very devoted to the scientific method, and we will be doing this very professionally. We need to recover everything from the top. Yes. Okay. The day before she leaves Lincoln City, she can't resist dialing the number Zane gave her 5 years ago. She knows no one will answer it. For the past 5 years, she'd only heard the lifeless beeping of a busy signal whenever she called. But even if she can only hear that, she still wants to listen to it one more time before she leaves. Do they not have phones where you're going, woman? To her surprise, the call actually goes through this time.
무슨 일이죠?
I missed his voice. I have not been, like, listening to him recently, so... It's nothing. I looked at the file. You came up with an impressive crime for me. She skirts around the real reason for her call. She oddly flips through the file as she tries to sound lighthearted.
교도소장을 암살하려다가 현장에서 즉살됐죠.
Oh, he killed her. Wow. I mean, in their cover story. Yeah, science is facts, guys.
어차피 외부인들이 보는 교도소장은 포악하고 제멋대로의 악랄한 사람이니 다들 진실인지는 의심하지 않을 거예요.
Yes, the public sees him as a villain. I guess I contributed to the warden's fearsome reputation. But aren't you worried about blowing your cover as a serial killer? What will the warden do in that scenario? The other end of the call is silent for a few seconds. When Zane speaks again, he changes the subject.
임천실에 떠날 건가요?
I'll be on a plane tomorrow morning. He has no intention of telling her anything else.
어디에 정착할 건지 생각은 해뒀고요.
Have you decided where you'll settle down? Yes. It's a small city that's far away from Lincoln. The winters are long there, but it's somehow always warm. She carefully chooses her words, but she really wants to ask if there will be a second reunion for them.
아주 좋은 곳이겠네요.
What a nice place. Knowing he won't give her a definitive answer, she can't bring herself to ask about their future. The words never leave her lips, even as their conversation comes to an end. Badge. Wait, what is secret? Scientists are never scared of where science may lead them. Exactly, guys. We forge forward. Her flight has been delayed until this evening. Thanks to the delay, she gets a call from her ex-subordinate. It's related to the warden. Aren't you on the lam? Aren't you supposed to be dead? How is your ex-subordinate calling you? Why are you receiving calls, girl? All of Lincoln is in an uproar because of it. The warden, Zane, is actually the SSS-class predator serial killer Galen, whom authorities have been pursuing. As the perpetrator responsible for the deaths of multiple citizens, Zane's trial will be conducted with all of Lincoln watching. A new era is on the horizon, and his execution will herald its beginning. This is literally Batman. Why would a serial killer they couldn't catch for 5 years be only exposed today? Unless... He really should have waited for her to leave. I know he thinks that he did, but he could have waited a day. You know what I mean? Just to be safe. Forcing herself to calm down, she leaves her home, but her pace quickens until she breaks into a run. She needs to see Zane one last time. She needs to hear the truth from him. She needs to know, can he actually end everything without regrets? Okay. Oh, we're back in the BDSM playroom. While she's no longer an enforcer, flashing her old badge is enough to get her past the unsuspecting guards. She navigates through the prison's corridors on a path she's walked countless times before. She makes her way up to the second floor. Zane has shut himself away in the interrogation room. It's the very same one where they said goodbye. God, I forgot what they were wearing. She pushes open the door. And there he is, that familiar figure she hasn't seen in a long time. Hearing her enter, he turns around. Surprise flashes across his face before his typical calm demeanor appears. She needs to hear the truth. Did you put your trigger point in your pee-pee?
오늘 아침 비행기였던 걸로 기억하는데요.
So you deliberately waited until it was evening to release the news. That way I wouldn't find out.
그쪽이 여기 나타났다는 건 내 계획이 실패했다는 의미겠죠.
Your plan? Her throat tightens. She's not sure if what she feels is anger, but her fists are so tightly clenched that they start to hurt. You never intended to survive this. You've been planning to end it all, including yourself.
TV, 신문, 라디오에서 광고하던데요.
A familiar
새로운 시대가 곧 시작될 거라고.
Good thing your manager's remote today. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
임천 씨가 정상으로 돌아가려면 과거의 사륙과 죄악은 모두 근절되어야 해요. 그 시대의 죄인들이 마땅히 어떤 벌을 받아야 하는지 그쪽도 수사관으로서 잘 알고 있을 텐데요.
The criminals have been punished. The predators and ordinary people get to live in peace, and Lincoln City will be ushered into a new era. Yeah, we're putting NSFW on Shiny's work screen. Sorry. But what about you? She takes a step towards him to close the distance. Their heavy breaths mingle in the air between them. Zane, have you gained anything from this? He doesn't answer, and she takes another step. Don't you want anything out in this life? Dude, he's so repressed. I think we talked about this last time too, but it is a very common theme with him, repression. Stop talking about Lincoln, the virus, and the solution. What I want to know is related to you, Zane. Have you ever wanted anything for yourself?
그런 걸 물어보려고 온 건가요?
My gosh, she just keeps moving closer. What if I say yes? Will you answer me then? She looks up at him. They're so close to each other that their shadows merge into one. He's about to take another step when Zane suddenly furrows his brow. Grimacing, he turns away.
이제 가야죠.
No, I won't leave until you answer me. But Zane, are you... Noticing Zane's unusual expression, she grabs his wrist. His skin is burning hot to the touch. He's about to go into a frenzy.
가라고 했을 텐데요.
No, I refuse. She walks away and locks the door to the interrogation room. Yes, you get to caress them. They said that when a predator goes into a frenzy, the desire to have what they truly want overwhelms them. Zane, have you ever gone into a frenzy before?
아니야. 난 내 자신을 제어할 줄 알아요.
You implanted an activator in yourself, didn't you? The activator! Yes, where did you implant it? That's what we're here to investigate.
그래도 내가 앞에 있는 사람을 물지 않는다는 보장은 없어요.
I won't become a predator.
죽을 수는 있죠.
But you could die. Yeah, I guess so. You already killed me once before. You accused me of trying to assassinate the warden. I haven't gotten the chance to see if I could actually do it. Where is it, Zane? She grabs the chains hanging from the ceiling of the interrogation room and wraps them around Zane's wrists. Ooh. Do you have to restrain yourself all the time?
내가 그랬으면 좋겠어요.
Would you like me to do that? No. At least that's not what I want right now. She just keeps moving closer. She takes the muzzle from the wall and secures it around Zane's head, and she carefully fastens it. Is that the muzzle? It's like barely anything. He doesn't resist and allows her to restrain him. She has no idea what's going on in his head. But she'll find out soon enough. Zane grabs another chain and hands it to her. As he does this, she notices his gaze becoming more intense. His breathing is more ragged. This game didn't destroy a family, yet meanwhile a guy pulling for Farina destroyed a potential marriage. I know, right? No, don't fail. Network connect. Sometimes it does this. In the name of science, please. The Prina guy is crazy. Yeah, a little bit. You know what I will say though? That person dodged a bullet. You know, I'm glad that the girl got out of that relationship before she actually got hitched to that wagon, you know? Is Zane's desire actually BDSM? His desire is just to be with her. His desire is to give up on restraining himself, but it's really hard for him because he's really scared. Zane's deepest anxieties are hurting MC, right? And so he always wants to maintain control of himself so that he never hurts her. But obviously when you repress yourself, it's dangerous. It's bad for your mental health. So a lot of Zane's stories are about like little by little, or in this case, like very abruptly, overcoming that fear and moving forward with MC, accepting her love, accepting that she will always love him without fear of hurting her, you know? And trusting both her and himself, right? And that is hard, so. What do you mean I am autistic. I'm gonna become too attached to anything I like, so You bought yourself a new tool? Ooh, what tool? Ah, no, not here. Okay, we're gonna go back. Because we already did that. We should be on the first Kindle now. I've already done the story, Roderick. I don't think this is the right stream for you to be in if you can't handle this, because we're like, this was very clearly on the schedule. It's $100 tool that you got for 60. Oh, good. I'm glad you didn't spend too much money on it. But yeah, we're proceeding with this soon. Hurry up. It's a belt grinder air tool. I don't know what that is, but I'm happy for you, Kathy. Genuinely, I'm glad that you saved money on it. Like almost 50%. That's pretty good.
한 사람의 족쇄를 깨고 싶으면 그가 가져올 위험을 두려워하지 말아요.
Oh my god, I really love how he says that. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, where's the activator? How do you know where it is? I do not know how to play this game. Okay, we inject the frenzy enhancer. Okay.
어디까지 해야 만족할 거죠?
We gotta keep pressing it to inject it. Good.
이건 게임이 아닌데.
I don't know. This is literally a game, Zane.
계속하다간 내가 당신한테 무슨 짓을 할지 몰라요.
I love how growly his voice is here. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh.
광폭화제 나한테 쓰려는 건가요?
Yes, the warden should be well aware of how it affects the predators. Oh, I don't know why the audio cut out. It'll be fine. Okay. Stop holding back. You need to confront your true self. Okay, where's the activator though? We can drag and we can examine. So we're examining. Come closer, he says.
이리 와요.
Okay. 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 She is on his lap. Don't worry, I'll take good care of you.
날 복종시키려면
Oh my.
내가 원하는 걸 먼저 얻게 해줘야죠.
Oh my gosh. This is why I was not able to focus on the science earlier.
디바이스 가동 완료. 대상을 전신 스캔합니다.
Okay. Where's the activator?
직접 찾아보지 그래요.
Oh my gosh. Find it yourself. Okay.
계속 만지려고 하지 않았나요?
We're trying to get closer to it, right?
계속 만지려고 하지 않았나요? 계속
Beck told
만지려고
me
하지
to stay on
않았나요?
his heart, but
한눈 팔지 마요. 한눈 팔지 마요. 맛만 봐서는
I don't know how to go lower.
부족하겠죠.
Oh, there. Oh, it's over here?
한눈 팔지 마요.
No. Okay. Keep it that way.
날 무시하는 거예요. 아니면 갖고 노는 거예요. 한눈 팔지 마.
I'm literally trying to get back. Oh no. Oh, how do I get over to the... Oh, he landed on top of her. I think I'm a little worried that I need to do this on my...
마지막 단계만 남았어요.
So that's where the activator is. Oh! Oh!
내 죄수가 되든
I see. The reason that you know it's suspected it's on his pee-pee is because she put her knee there. I don't know why this audio keeps cutting out. But she put her knee on his crotch. So that's why it's suspected that it was on his PP. I see. Okay. Winter returns once more. As she watches the light snow falling outside her window, it dawns on her. Another year has passed since Zane and she last parted ways in that interrogation room. After the aftermath of that day, she walked away on her own. The bitter truth that she couldn't take him with her. She'd known that all along. Even when he confessed that she was what he wanted, it wouldn't have stopped him. He'd always been this way. Deep down, she'd known it from the start. After moving to the small town, she severed almost all ties with Lincoln City. She made a conscious effort to avoid any news about him too. She convinced herself that if she didn't see anything about him, she wouldn't think about him anymore. Then this morning, someone told her that a new doctor in town had opened a small clinic called Oxo just a few blocks away. She didn't like kick him in the knee. Like she put her knee there to rub it, right? So that's not, if it's slightly painful, it's like, it's still like sexual. You know what I mean? Because it's like friction. So it's not, she didn't like kick him, you know. I hope that clarifies it for you. She rushes home, snatches up her pet turtle from its cozy sunbathing spot, and heads off to Oxo. So just imagine it's like she's grinding her knee against it. So yeah, I see. After a year apart, the silhouette she yearned for is finally before her once more. There are only two endings, right? Doctor? I think my pet turtle might be sick. It's been really lethargic. It doesn't even want to sunbathe anymore. Can you take a look at it? You go shower. You're scared of this game. Okay, don't worry. When you come back, AQ, we're gonna do a cute Zane date. So don't worry. The next one is not gonna be freaky. Their fireworks date is the next one.
죄송하지만 아가씨, 이번엔 사람을 위한 진료소를 열었어요.
Yeah, there are only two, right? So we got the bad ending because I didn't know how to play the game. And then this one I'm still like confused about. I'm like, I don't know what I did wrong earlier. Would you mind giving me a checkup? And that's the end. Okay. It's not, but we don't need to see that scene. Okay, so for science, I see now. It was kind of on his pee-pee. What a strange place to put it. Zane, you need help. You need to love yourself more because what the hell? Okay, so let's do this date. I haven't done this one yet, and I think this will be fun. Okay, so we're gonna do Everlasting Wish, which is another Zane date. This one is a very sweet one, I think. It's their fireworks date. Oh, look how cute this is. So let's see. That was short but wild. We only saw a part of it. But we're gonna watch something really cute. I always love these types of dates with Zane because you'll see. Okay, so let's begin. Zane's thoughts on the date. Do you guys remember when they went on a fake date and Zane was taking notes about how to go on dates? I love when he's being autistic. Maybe they're finally carrying out that date. Oh, that was a different story, Roderick. That was an AU. Yes, we're starting another date. This one looks wholesome. Yeah, Shiny, you're safe now. So Shiny, AQ, you guys are safe. It is a safe date now. A cute, wholesome. It should be a cute, wholesome date. The fifth bus smoothly glides to a stop at the station. After the doors open, Zane gets off with slightly hurried footsteps. Oh, he's excited. When he spots her, he pauses before quickly walking towards her. I'd like to welcome Dr. Zane's first instance of tardiness for this year.
기다리게 해서 미안해. 근데 나를 만나서 기쁜 것보다 내 지각을 목격해서 더 기쁜 것 같은데?
Oh my gosh, did you guys hear how cute that was? How embarrassed he sounded when he said he's sorry for being late? Oh, also, if you notice, like over time, Zane's voice has gotten just very gentle, you know? Oh god, I love him. I love listening to Zane. This is a different AU Or sorry, that was an AU, Roderick. He's not gonna have a mullet. Okay. This is his normal haircut. Her smile widens, but before she can say anything, Zane speaks.
환승할 때 실수로 반대 방향 버스를 탔어.
Oh, he got on the wrong bus. You already answered my question. Now, what am I supposed to say? I did not read that correctly at all. I'm sorry. You already answered my question. Now, what am I supposed to say?
그럼 오늘 네 계획을 좀 자세하게 알려줄래?
Do you want to tell me about today's plans in more detail? Another bus arrives and the area becomes crowded. Zane gently pulls her to the side and away from the stream of passengers flowing past the platform. It only consists of a few activities. Dates should be about having fun and going with the flow. Oh my god, that is hard. The weather forecast did say it might rain in the evening. Hopefully it won't affect our plans to watch the fiery sunset.
이번 일기예보는 믿을 만한 거야?
Is this weather forecast very reliable? A drizzle isn't going to ruin our date.
가자.
Let's go.
너의 계획표 속 첫 번째 일정인 산속 꽃집으로.
The first stop on your itinerary is a flower shop. It's quite far from here, and we can take the bus. How will we... Before she finishes her sentence, Zane has already unlocked a tandem bike near the bus stop. Oh my god, they're riding tandem bikes. How cheesy.
자전거로 가자.
Let's go by bike. I'll sit in the front. The path isn't steep and Zane maintains a slow pace. A soft breeze occasionally sweeps past and lifts the strands of her hair to tickle her cheeks. I know, how cheesy. If you get tired, I can take over.
아가씨, 내 운전 실력을 못 믿는 거야? 이 자전거의 성능을 못 믿는 거야?
Miss, are you doubting my cycling skills or are you doubting the safety of this bicycle? She laughs as she remembers how she once asked him a similar question. Oh yes, the first time that we met Zane in the main story. Oh, that's cute. They referenced that. Zane's bike broke down along the road and he had to hitch a ride with her on her motorcycle, I think. And she asked him the same question. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it's a double bike. It's a tandem bike. Tandem bikes are so tough. I know, right? And he's doing this by himself. I recall a certain doctor who helped my injured colleague on his way home last night. I'm worried he didn't get enough rest. And that's also why they're not driving for their date. Zane's car has bloodstains from the injured person sitting in the back seat. Oh my god! He only had time to send it to the car wash this morning. Jesus Christ. I forget how fucking crazy MC's job is. You tried it once with your friend's mom and turning was nuts. Oh yeah, that must be really hard. Because you need more force, right? Because there's more weight. They still have no... Oh, sorry, we still have no leads on who attacked my colleague, and we haven't identified the mysterious substance in the bullet that neutralized their evol. Her smile vanishes as she tightens her grip around his waist. The association sent out an urgent announcement. They told us to be on high alert during missions.
협력병원인 아케소도 같은 공지를 받았어.
Axel Hospital also received the same notice. Zane places his large hand over hers to silently convey his feelings. Oh. She pokes his lower back. Haven't you been working non-stop lately? Are you okay? You need so much space to turn... Oh, that's true too.
없었어.
I'm fine. Sometimes I think you should carry an emergency contact card.
약속할게. 내가 만약 쓰러지면 의식을 잃기 전에 네 전화번호부터 외칠 거야.
I'll make a promise. Before I pass out, I'll recite your phone number. Zane! She can't help but laugh at his teasing. She playfully pinches his stomach. I love how cute they are. They're so silly. Dude, Korean MC is doing great work. The warm breeze carries away their heavy conversation and they fall into a comfortable silence. Zane? The flower shop will close by the time we get there.
미안. 이렇게 느린 속도가 데이트 시간을 늘려주지 않을까 해서.
That's so freaking cute. I'm sorry. I thought going at this slow pace would slow down our date a little more.
서로 얼굴 못 본 지 꽤 오래됐으니까.
It's been a long time since we've seen each other's faces. We still have the whole day ahead of us.
그럼 꽉 잡아. 이제
네.
속도 낼게.
Then hold on tight. I'm accelerating. Oh, that's cute. What a cute date this has been so far already. Following her schedule, they arrive at the long-established flower shop to pick up the gift she pre-ordered for Zayn. When I was at the hospital, I saw you from afar a few days ago. You looked tired, so I assumed you weren't getting enough rest. Lavender oil can help Lavender oil can help with sleep. You can put it on your wrist before bed or put some on your pillow. Why are you smiling at me like that?
아니야. 이렇게 세심하게 챙겨주니 기분이 좋았어.
It's nothing. I'm just happy because someone cares so much about me. Then you shouldn't just smile. Make sure you use it before bed.
꼭 쓸게.
I definitely will. Before she can continue, the young owner finally finds her order and apologetically brings over a small flower basket.
손님, 여기 예약하신 라벤더 꽃바구니입니다.
Here is the lavender
문제가
oil
없는지 한번 확인해 보세요.
that you reserved. Do you want to check it and make sure everything is in order?
네, 고맙습니다.
Yes, thank you. Having just taken over the business from her family, the young woman is still inexperienced. She stammers as she tries to explain the flower's meaning. I love that they're like adding these details that MC definitely wouldn't know. But I so far I've actually been kind of enjoying the writing of this card.
이 라벤더의 대표적인 꽃말은 희망 없는 사랑, 깊은 애정과 아쉬움이에요.
Lavenders in flower language mean hopeless love, devotion, and regret. Zayn and she stiffen at her words. They exchange glances before looking into the basket. They don't say anything. Hopeless love, devotion, and regret. Oh my god. If that isn't major themes following Zayn's storyline. Wait, something's missing. Oh, I just remembered. I rode a tandem bike once. And it was very like fun, but yeah, very, very tiring. And I like felt really bad because I think my friend ended up doing more of it because I also don't know how to ride a bike by myself, right? Of course I like this scene. Tomorrow's Catch-22 was okay. I think that was an alright like story, but it was a little bit crazy. And that Zayn was just very like there was because of the AU elements. Like obviously there were elements of him that I like, but I'm into this game because of the main storyline, and Zayn from that storyline is obviously like perfect. So and yeah, this is main storyline. Wait, something's missing. Horse riding date? I think we should be getting that with Artem in the latest Tears of Themis card that I have, but I haven't played that card yet. The lavender oil she left here beforehand should have been in the basket, but it's gone.
어떤 할아버지가 매주 라벤더 한 바구니를 사러 오시는데 그게 하필 오늘이라 제가 실수로 잘못 드렸나 봐요.
Oh my gosh. There's an elder man who buys a basket of lavender every week. It happened to be today. I must have mixed up the orders.
정말 죄송합니다. 가격이 얼마예요? 제가 환불해 드릴까요? 아니면 새로 준비해 드릴까요?
What do you mean me? I mean, I can't even ride a bike. Why would I ride a horse? I'm so sorry. How much was it? I'll compensate you right away. Or would you like me to get you a new flower basket? Well, getting a new one would work. But if she can't give the oil to Zayn with the flowers today, it won't be the same. While she's still deciding, a group of customers suddenly enters the shop and livens up the atmosphere. Not wanting to put the young shop owner in an awkward position with so many customers, she's about to agree when Zane calmly speaks.
그 할아버지 집이 여기서 먼가요? 저희가 꽃을 가지고 그분을 찾아가 바꿔도 되고요.
I love how Zane like steps in to help her with the situation. Also, it feels like a very Artem thing to do. And I think this will make the date more memorable. I'm enjoying this card a lot.
죄송하지만 정확한 주소는 기억이 안 나요. 외할머니가 그분과 친분이 있어서.
I'm sorry, I don't have his I don't know his address. My grandmother knew him.
단골 손님이라면 예전에 배달
Or he
기록이
was an
남아 있을
old
수도
friend of my
있겠네요.
grandmother. If he's a regular, then perhaps there are records of his previous delivery orders.
맞아요. 있어요.
Ah, that's right, we do have those. Wow, this poor woman, she has no idea, like, about this job. I don't know, Zane looks too generic or something. I mean, that's a personal opinion, and that's fine to have. But the thing about, like, games like this, right? It's more than just appearance. A lot of women who play these games pay attention to, like, we don't look at men as just, most of the time, as just, like, their physical appearance, right? So the attachment I have to Zane has to do with the character and the way he's written. The young shop owner claps her hands, turns to grab her tablet, and quickly starts searching for the records. She excitedly... hope is rekindled in her heart. After quickly thanking her, she grabs Zane's hand and squeezes through the crowded doorway. It's more of the personalities. Yeah. You wish you looked like that. He is very attractive, but yeah. I don't fall for characters just because of their appearance most of the time. I don't think that's a Western thing. It's very, like, this game is very popular worldwide right now. Like, plenty of women who are from the West like characters because of their character and not because of just how they appear. Right? Just look at, for example, just look at the I forget his name right now, but in Arcane, Victor. Just look at Victor from Arcane. Women are very into Victor from Arcane, and he is not conventionally attractive at all. But it's his personality, right? It's the type that they're attracted to. Single, lonely women, thirsty. Mishins! Mishins, you want to fight right now? Please. I think it's just women in general, right? Women in general are gonna look at a person's character, like when they're looking at like these fictionalized whatever. It's not just about appearance, right? Because like I feel like it really matters to me more, and I think this is true for most women, like how a person communicates, how they act, like that makes them so much more appealing. That immediate like just, oh, they're hot doesn't last long. That feeling doesn't like sustain interest. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm definitely single by choice. Like, fuck real men. You're not lonely, you're just thirsty. Yeah, there we go. Oh good, it's only a 30-minute trip from here. We'll make it in time. A 30-minute trip? I guess it's okay. Are they walking or riding the tandem bike?
네 계획에 있는 페리를 타려면 아직 몇 시간은 남았으니.
Are they riding a
급할 것
ferry
없어.
too? Oh my god. We still have a few hours until the ferry's departure, so we don't need to rush. The 2D type? Yes. Although technically this game is 3D, so technically this is a 3D, man. But I was planning to take you to this quaint pastry shop for tea. It's tucked away in the old alleyways. Zane pulls her arm and she starts to walk slower. With a hint of amusement in his smile, he weighs the flower basket in his hand.
꽃말이 아쉬움이잖아. 차와 디저트를 맛볼 기회를 잃는다면 네가 꽃을 선물한 의도에 딱 부합하지 않을까?
Oh my gosh, Zane. What a brat. Wasn't regret one of Lavender's meanings? Missing out on tea and pastries would perfectly match your choice of flowers. You actually remembered that. It was like 2 seconds ago, MC. She's not waiting for a hopeless love. Oh, sorry. This is dialogue. I'm not waiting for a hopeless love. I don't want any more regrets with you either.
깊은 애정만 남기려고?
then that just leaves devotion. His words leave her speechless, yet she can't deny it. Aww, I thought you'd care more about the medicinal properties and flower meaning.
그냥 라벤더라면 약용 가치가 있으니까 딱히 관심을 가질 필요가 없지.
Every lavender plant has medicinal properties. There is no need to focus on that.
하지만 네가 선물한 라벤더라면 그 꽃말을 해석할 가치가 있지.
We live in that era. Men want waifus and chicks want husbandos. I mean, I mentioned this earlier, right? Like, oh, maybe you weren't around. I mentioned my first girl crush was Kimberly from the Pink Power Rangers. From Power Rangers. And so, like, I'm bisexual, actually. I don't just want, like, husbandos. But, like, material that's made in this very heteronormative society that we live in, right? Often, like, I'm gonna get what's marketed at women. It's probably gonna be, like, something like this. Unless you play Mystic Messenger, and then you can date Jaehee. Mizu, oh my god, I'm not lonely, I'm just thirsty. What did I come back to? Yeah, Shiny. So young. Am I young? I don't think I'm young. But yeah, this is the Korean dub Mishins, and I love his Korean voice actor. He's so good. Lose everyone crush. Topanga was yours. Topanga's also very cute. I did not have a crush on Topanga. But you know who's really cute? Okay. Do you remember the episode where Sean dressed up as a girl? Oh my god, was she not pretty? Guys, look up that episode. She's so cute. Alright, bye-bye, Roderick. Have a good day. Thank you for coming in. I think I forgot to read a line. Let's check it. Oh, he says, but when it comes to the lavender you gave me, I must interpret its meaning. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. The first time you were ever confused? Yes, Mishins. I can see that, right? I feel like that probably confused a lot of people. Sean was so cute. Is this the place? It's so quiet. I don't think anyone lives here.
주소는 맞아.
It matches the address. Or this address is correct, sorry. This part of the outskirts is even older than Bloomshore District. Dusty courtyard houses line both sides of the road.
라벤더 향기가 나는 걸 보면 이곳이 틀림없어.
If we consider that lavender smell, it's definitely this place. He raises his hand and knocks on the courtyard gate. Who is it? I am also bisexual. Yay! So, you're saying Beck has a chance, Kathy. How has my day been? It's been all right. It's Friday, right? We're enjoying a very like casual type of stream. We just watched Star Rail, and now we're dating Zane. You know, we did a bit of research for science earlier, and now we are just enjoying this very sweet, wholesome date. You had a huge crush on Sam. Who is Sam? Totally Spies? Oh, okay.
안녕하세요. 오 선생님이신가요?
Hello. Are you Ohu? Or Mr. Ohu? No. What's your name then? So he called him. So in Korean, he called him. Are you Ohu, like 선생님, right? 선생님 meaning like teacher, or just like it's a term of respect. But he is like, no, I'm Grandpa Ohu. That's super cute. I love how Zane is also amused. He looks up at Zane and whispers, "Are you sure he's our guy? Someone who's this grumpy doesn't seem keen on buying flowers."
아니면 꽃을 잘못 사서 화가 난 걸 수도 있지.
It could be that he's angry because he got the wrong flowers. Should we still make the exchange? I'm worried he might throw the flower basket at me.
내가 있잖아.
I'm right here, aren't I? Oh. Or you have me, don't you? Same thing. That's exactly why I'm worried. You're a delicate doctor, which means I'm the one who needs to protect you. Delicate doctor. Oh god, he is though. He is. He's our little princess. God, I love how he... Wait, can we listen to the laugh again?
내가 있잖아.
Oh, we can't listen to the laugh again. I'll save that line anyway, though. As soon as their conversation ends, the gate creaks open to reveal a small, thin, elderly man with a bamboo rake. He's glaring at them. He brought a weapon! After hearing her explanation and seeing the flower basket in Zane's hand, Mr. Warner's expression gradually softens.
그 오일은 건드리지 않고 꽃바구니랑 같이 뒤쪽 창고에 놔뒀다. 들어와서 기다려라. 내가 가서 찾아보지.
I haven't touched the bottle of oil. I left it in the storage room and the back with the flower basket. Come in and wait in the living room while I look for it.
발밑 조심하고.
Oh, watch your step. You have a thing for smart people. Me and you are so alike. Yes. You know who else is a delicate doctor? That Cappy can protect? Okay, looking around, she sees lavender laid out in drying baskets everywhere. They're on the ground, under the eaves, even on top of the courtyard walls. Every spot that catches sunlight is being used. Surprised by the sight, she's about to ask Zane what he thinks when she notices him raising his hand to wipe his forehead.
비가 오는데?
Is it raining?
오늘 예보는 그런대로 정확하네.
Oh, the weather forecast was right. Oh, they even started animating the rain. Don't tell him that. He's gonna watch this VOD, this video, and he's gonna find out. Dark clouds drift in from the horizon, and the brilliant sunlight becomes murky. It starts pouring without warning. Yes, Beck is smart. As Mr. Warner rushes into the courtyard, Zane and she exchange a glance before helping him save the lavender. Within 5 minutes, all the lavender has been moved to a safe place.
젊고 힘센 두 사람이 있어서 다행이네.
It's good that you two strong young people are here.
오늘 두 번이나 화가 날 뻔했다. 정말 고마워.
Thank you for helping me. Wait, did he really say he would get angry?
젊고 힘센 두 사람이 있어서 다행이네. 하마터면 오늘 두 번이나 화가 날 뻔했다.
Oh, he does say that.
정말 고마워.
Yeah, if you hadn't come, I would have been twice as angry. Thank you. With the sudden downpour showing no signs of letting go, Mr. Warner insists that they wait for the rain to stop. He soon brings them hot water and towels. You're dumb smart, dumber than you are smart. No way, Mishins. I'm sure Mishins is very bright. Sitting on a small bamboo stool, Zane and she dry themselves.
이쪽으로 와. 머리부터 닦아.
Come over here. Let's dry your hair first. Zane holds up the towel and patiently waits for her to move. The bamboo stool is too short for him, so his legs are bent. Yet this awkward position creates the perfect armrest for her as she leans back against him. Did you and Mr. Warner talk about something while moving everything inside? I heard him sigh.
그냥 왜 이렇게 많은 라벤더를 말리시는지 여쭤봤어.
I just asked him why
너도
he was drying so much
궁금하잖아.
lavender. Aren't you curious too? Enjoying the gentle pressure from him massaging her scalp with the towel, she shifts to find a more comfortable position in his arms. I thought he was planning to use the lavender for medicine. You thought the same thing, right?
저분이 이런 환경에서 오염된 약을 만들어 잘못된 치료를 하게 될까 봐 걱정했거든.
Oh, I was worried because if the things got contaminated, lavender got contaminated, or flowers got contaminated, it would affect the treatment. So what did he say?
라벤더를 좋아하던 할머니가 살아계실 때처럼 그냥 사두시는 거래.
Oh, he's simply keeping them around in the same way his wife did before she died. Her drowsy mind suddenly becomes alert. She turns her head to meet Zane's gaze.
꽃 같은 건 가장 쓸모없는 거야. 난 이 냄새가 싫어. 그냥 어딜 가든 이 냄새를 맡는 것에 익숙해진 것이.
Oh my god. Flowers are useless things, and I don't even like how they smell. I just got used to smelling them wherever I go.
이 말을
Dude.
할 때 약간 화가 나신 것 같기도 하고 원망하시는 것 같기도 하더라.
He was slightly angry and resentful when he said that. The equation hurts your head.
세상을 떠난
Sorry.
아내가 귀찮은 습관을 남겼다고 불평하는 것처럼 들리네.
Perhaps he's complaining about his late wife leaving him with a troublesome habit. Or maybe he's complaining about how she suddenly left him. They watch the rain fall in the courtyard. Neither of them speaks for a long time. Oh, that got sad. I mean, sweet, but sad, you know? Bittersweet. Then Zane runs his fingers through her hair and gently untangles the damp strands. Noticing wet droplets still clinging to his hairline, she turns and pushes herself up against his legs. My turn.
머리 닦는 게 무슨 시합도 아닌데 네 차례 내 차례 따질 필요 없어.
Drying hair isn't a competition. We don't need to take turns. It's not just about that. Isn't it obvious I have an ulterior motive?
내가 안다고 해서 널 막을 수 있을 것 같아?
Would I be able to stop you even if I said no? Nope. Now we get to touch his hair. And with that brazen declaration, she starts enthusiastically messing up Zane's hair.
내 머리를 까치집으로 만들어 놓고 너와의 데이트를 계속 이어가라는 게 네 의도야?
Your ulterior motive is to mess up my hair for our date? Should I keep going? Don't worry, I'll make sure you get what you want. Wait, what does he want? Grabbing a dry towel, she approaches her main target. Oh my gosh, cute! He holds her wrist but doesn't stop her playful assault. Delighted, she silently laughs to herself. He's like a big cooperative snowball that's letting her squish him. Satisfied with her work, she puts down the towel and pokes his slightly flushed cheek. You seem unusually cooperative today.
얌전하다고?
Cooperative?
아무래도 네가 이 작은 의사를 보호해야 하니까.
In any case, it's because you need to protect this delicate doctor. He says small, but oh my god, that's so cute. Our favorite delicate doctor. Your bro is calling you. Okay. Have a good sleep. Thank you for coming in, Mizu. I'm glad you could make it for our science research part of the stream and this. Night. The word protection reminds her of the colleague who lost their eval after being shot by a ghost gun. What do you think happens when an evolver's eval disappears?
갑자기 그런 상황을 마주한다면 대부분의 이볼버는 본능적으로 당황하지 않을까?
I think if they came across that circumstance, most would be pretty panicked, right? Zane pauses. His gaze seems clear, as if cleansed by the rain.
일부 사람들은 잘 받아들일지도 모르지.
Some might actually accept it.
이볼이라는 부담은 장단점이 공존하니까.
After all, an eval can be both a blessing and a burden. Which one are you then? She meets his gaze. Ooh.
내가 얻은 지식, 능력, 임상 경험 같은 건 이볼에서 온 게 아니야.
Oh, flex. I didn't get my knowledge, skills, and clinical experience with my eval.
나만의 전쟁터에서 오늘까지 올 수 있었던 것도 이볼의 의지에서가 아니야.
And even in my own battle or field of battle, I've gotten to where I am today without relying on my eval.
만약 내가 언젠가 이볼이 없는 일반인이 된다면
Perhaps if someday I become a person without an eval, a normal person without an eval, he gently lifts the hair on the side of her neck and smooths out the tangles. His voice is unwavering as he speaks.
그냥 받아들이고 내가 해야 할 일을 계속할 거야.
Then I'll just accept it and continue to do what I need to do.
너와 함께하는 방식은 전투뿐만 아니라 다른 것도 많으니까.
There are many ways to stay by your side other than fighting. I love how assured he is about all of this. We love a confident man. Watching his expression as he speaks, she smiles and mimics his actions from earlier. She smooths out the hair she had tousled. You're right. With or without an evil, you'll always be Dr. Zane, who is the best.
이서원이기도 하지.
And just Zane. The rain falls steadily as soft snoring drifts from inside. Mr. Warner must have worn himself out. She senses Zane move behind her and turns to see him pulling an old book from under a cabinet. Doesn't this picture book look familiar?
어렸을 때 학교 도서 코너엔 다 있었을걸? 한 시리즈에 20권 넘게 나왔던 그런 거.
They used to have this book at every school when we were young. It's a part of a popular series or something like that. Zane takes the picture book to a corner and gently shakes it. Dust dances in the air. Tightly pressed pages flutter open as if awakening from a long slumber. Oh, I love that description. A dried four-leaf clover falls from the book. Then Zane bends down to pick it up. Why is there a four-leaf clover here?
전에 이 그림책을 읽었던 누군가가
Maybe somebody pressed it in its pages. He places the clover between the pages and sits down next to her.
우린 책을 읽자.
Let's read the story.
네잎클로버는 방해하지 말고.
Let's read the book. We shouldn't disturb it. The story is simple. A girl who grows lavender falls in love with a boy from the valley, but everyone claims he isn't human. When the townspeople drive the boy away with lavender, he vanishes in his true love's arms. Only his fragrance lingers in the air. What a sad story! Since that day, lavender could ward off evil and had a mystical fragrance. And the girl, having lost her love, spends the rest of her life searching for her. Does anybody know what that story might be based on? How depressing. The book says the boy had a strange scent that could make people fall asleep. Was snoozer the inspiration for that?
용모가 아름답고 자태가 빼어나다는 말도 있어. 그렇다면 네가 쿨쿨이를 꽤 높이 평가하나 본데?
It also says that he's handsome and dignified. You must think highly of Snoozer. You don't get it. These compliments are from the girl. Of course you think your true love is perfect.
그런가?
Is that so? Zane glances at her before turning back to the first page of the book.
처음 만났을 때부터 소년이 인간이 아니라는 걸 알고 있었어.
From their first meeting, the girl knew he wasn't from their
언젠가
world.
자신이 떠날 거라고 고백했더라도 소년은 조금도 개의치 않고 마음이 이끄는 대로 소년을 사랑했지.
Even though the boy said he'd leave one day, she followed her heart and fell in love with him without any hesitation.
너는 소녀가 왜 그랬는지 이해할 수 있어?
Do you understand why the girl believed that? Smiling, she takes his finger and guides it down 2 lines to point to a word. The answer is right here. The girl bravely expressed her love. Have you ever heard of that saying? When true love arrives, men grow timid while women grow brave. Oh, what an interesting saying. Zane looks at her, his eyelashes trembling slightly as if touched by a breeze.
확실히 넌 언제나 항상 용기를 내서 먼저 한 발 내딛던 그런 사람이었지.
You have always been the braver person. You're willing to take the first step. I do it because I know every step after that will find solid ground. Very much so. Zane closes the book and places it in a basket of lavender. That's it, and here I thought you were about to lead us from love to philosophy, or at least share some words of wisdom.
딱히 뭘 얻으려고 한 거 아니야.
There's nothing that we especially need to learn from it.
사람마다 나름의 이야기가 있고 우리는 다르잖아. 비가 그치면 우리 둘만의 데이트를 계속해야지.
That's their story, but we're different. Let's wait for the rain to stop. We still have a date to finish. In exchange of our duality. The rain finally stops. Careful not to disturb Mr. Warner, they quietly gather their things and leave. But Mr. Warner soon runs after them. The lavender oil from his storage room has vanished. Apologetic, Mr. Warner bundles up a large bunch of dried lavender and insists they take it with them. I like this idea of the date just not going perfectly well, but still very, very, meaningful for them. By the time Zane and she rush to the dock, they'd learned that the last ferry has already departed 20 or so minutes ahead of schedule.
오후부터 저녁까지 비 소식이 있어서 배편이 조기 종료됐어요. 마지막 페리도 일찍 출발했고요.
Oh my gosh! The heavy rainfall warning was sent out in the afternoon and will last until nighttime. So that was the last ferry?
요즘 그 10년에 한 번 찾아오는 붉은색으로 물든 구름을 물 위에서 보려고 사람들이 이 오래된 부두를 찾아오더라고요.
Because this ferry has a once-in-a-decade sunset on the river, visitors have been coming to this dock to take it.
하지만 오늘 날씨가
But with today's weather,
비는 그쳤어도 여전히 날이 흐려서 구름이 보일지 장담할 수 없어요.
even though the rain has stopped, we still have overcast skies. We may not be able to see it at all.
왕복이 15분밖에 안 걸리는데 배가 돌아올 때 비가 안 오면 한 번 더 운행할 수도 있나요?
The trip only takes 15 minutes. If it's not raining when it arrives, could it not depart again?
아마 아닐 거예요.
I don't
저희가
think so.
공식 홈페이지에 운행 변경 공지를 올려두었거든요.
Right, maybe not. We've already posted the schedule changes on our official website. They stand on the dock. You forgot to eat breakfast, Kathy. Go eat. They stand on the dock and watch the old ferry slowly disappear into the distance. Who would have thought our plans could fall apart in so many ways, even without drastic measures?
지금이라도 디저트 가게에 가서 다과나 먹을까?
How about going to the pastry shop to have some tea? At this hour, what if you don't sleep well tonight? She looks around, then she takes Zane's hand and leads him away from the docks. They find a spot where the riverbank slopes down. Sitting on a bench beneath the large willow tree, she notices how they could easily dip their feet into the river. She takes off her shoes and socks, embracing the moment she dips her toes into the water. Zane, what are you doing?
물놀이.
Playing with the water. She doesn't know when Zane took off his shoes and socks. With his usual composure, he follows her lead and dips his toes into the river too. Aww. His hair is still somewhat disheveled, and his clothes remain slightly wrinkled. But with his legs stretched out in this playful scene, he looks relaxed. He looked like a languid cumulus cloud.
크고 보송보송하다는 거지?
Isn't that pretty fluffy? When I was little, I used to wonder if fluffy clouds tasted like cotton candy.
그럼 직접 확인해 볼 기회가 생겼네.
Well, now you have a chance to find out for yourself. I love their conversation. He opens his arms to invite her, and she only needs to lean sideways to find that perfect spot in his embrace. Is she gonna bite him now? Oh my god. His clothes carry the smell of lavender, his skin bears the fragrance of jasmine, and his embrace possesses Zane's unique scent.
어때?
How is
네가
it?
상상했던 구름 냄새랑 같아?
Is it just like, does it smell just like the cloud that you imagine? Man, I love his voice.
어때? 네가 상상했던 구름 냄새랑 같아?
Saving that line. That was such a nice line. It's different, but better. She looks up and nuzzles his chin with the tip of her nose before speaking softly. The most beautiful clouds you'll see during the sunset aren't mine. The same can be said about those cotton candy cumulus clouds. Only this one is mine. It won't be blown away by the wind or melt in the rain.
들어보니 오늘 빗물에 대한 원망이 많이 큰 것 같네.
It seems that your grudge against the rain is quite big today. Welcome back, AQ. We're doing a very cute date right now. Nothing to be scared of. Even though nothing went according to plan, this is nice. Ripples appear on the river as light dances across its surface. They dazzle her eyes as everything around them melts into a soft mist. Just like how you're still Zane with or without your evol, this is still a date regardless of whether or not our plans worked out, right? Zane looks at her. In his eyes, the water's glimmering light frolics across her face.
네 계획에 이런 게 있었을지 모르겠네.
This might have been a part of your original plan. His gentle kiss and warm and with a smile touches her face. Aww. That was cute. We even got the kissing sound. As evening falls, the sky remains overcast. But after spending time with Zane and the river breeze, her disappointment has disappeared. The orange-red sunset is half of submerged in the dark river to create a beautiful tableau. Colorful lights begin to twinkle from the buildings across the shore. I'm not sure if it'll rain again. Zane, should we head back?
피곤해?
Are you tired? No, but it's getting dark. I guess we missed that once-in-a-decade fiery sunset. According to our original plan, we should have finished enjoying it by now, so we would be on our way to a riverside seafood banquet. Oh, that sounds delicious.
오늘은 자꾸 예상 밖의 일이 생겼으니까 배가 안 고프면 생선 요리 대신 다른 걸로 바꿔볼까?
In any case, since our plans keep getting interrupted today, if you're not hungry, perhaps we could replace the riverside dinner with something else? Are you planning to make these surprises even more surprising?
맞아.
That's right.
여기서 잠깐 기다려.
Just wait here for a moment. Man, I love his voice. She doesn't have to wait long. After about 10 minutes, she hears Zane's approaching footsteps from behind. He's holding 2 cups of a special bubble tea. This man knows the way to my heart. Give me bubble tea. One is large and the other is small. They're from the shop they passed by on their way to the dock.
직원이 톨 사이즈의 당도 30%, 그리고 그란데 사이즈의 당도 100%를 추천해 주셨어. 어떤 걸로 할래?
The staff recommended one medium with low sugar and one large with 100% sugar. Which one will you choose? Dude, give me the low sugar one. Actually, it should be no sugar. You can have the one with 100% sugar. My god, that would kill me. I want... Remembering how he used to secretly tag along on Axel Hospital's medical staff milk tea runs, she purposefully moves her hand between the 2 drinks.
못 고르겠어?
You can't
둘 다
decide?
너 가져.
Then you can have both. Oh, I wouldn't dream of taking what you like. The medium cup is enough for me. Oh, she thanks him by kissing him? Oh my god. Oh my god! She kissed him and it started snowing! Zane, how happy are you? For those who don't know, Zane, Evol, his special ability is he controls like ice and snow and stuff, so yeah. As she takes the bubble tea from Zane, she stands on her tiptoes and playfully smacks a kiss on his cheek. I already have my own large with 100% sugar right here. Oh my god, MC, shut up! That's an awful line.
부드럽고 커다란 뭉게구름 같다고 할 땐 언제고 지금은.
First, I was a soft, fluffy cloud, and now I'm... Sorry, first I was a big, fluffy cloud, and now I'm... Ah, shit, wait, hang on. I want to see what he said, actually. I think I'm using the wrong adjectives.
부드럽고 커다란 뭉게구름 같다고 할 땐 언제고 지금은.
Okay, yes. First, I was a... soft, fluffy cloud. Oh, I was right the first time. Okay. Zane's voice trails off as he notices something in the distance. He puts his arm around her shoulders and turns her around.
저기 봐.
Or turns her towards it. Look over there. The legendary once-in-a-decade fiery sunset that she thought that they'd miss has suddenly appeared before them. The gloomy clouds have mysteriously disappeared, and the sky bursts into a vibrant display of colors reminiscent of a flame. It transforms into a breathtaking masterpiece. The river's surface is a sea of dancing gold and crimson, a sublime scene where water meets the sky. I thought we wouldn't get to see it today.
예상 밖의 상황이 준 멋진 선물에 감사해야겠네.
We should be thankful that since things went awry, we were able to see such a beautiful sight. Or sorry, receive such a beautiful present. Oh, oh my gosh. Yay. The kindled animated scene. Oh, this is so cute. Despite all the problems we ran into, seeing this before the day's end
축하할 만한 일이네.
is worth celebrating, isn't it? 건배. 금이형은 Zane. 건배.
오늘 데이트는 또 다른 의미로 10년에 한 번이었네.
This date could also be considered a once-in-a-decade
프로그램이
moment.
있는데 해볼래?
I have a special surprise. Are you interested? Oh, sorry. I have a special program like to insert into her itinerary. Are you interested? Of course. Gotta have ice powers. No, he hasn't used his ice powers for the special date. If you want to have a special date, just be prepared. Oh, he's got sparklers. I see. You also snuck off to get sparklers.
몰래라니?
Snuck
우리
off?
둘을 위한 것이라면 언제나 당당하게 준비하는데.
I always prepare everything very directly for the both of us. So he's saying that he wasn't sneaking off. You're so well prepared. I think you're more ready for this date than I am.
그걸 이제
Something like
알았어?
that.
같이 불꽃놀이
Did you
하자.
just realize that now? Play with the sparklers. Miss Fairy. Did he actually wait?
같이 불꽃놀이 하자, 요정님.
Guys. He actually said Miss Fairy. And he gave me bubble tea today? Was this card made for me? I'm just kidding. Can you guess what I drew? Just have really bad one-liners. Oh, here we go. Oh no, this is gonna be bad, guys. I don't think they saved this, right? Please don't save this.
네잎클로버, 맞지?
A four-leaf clover,
이렇게
right?
잘 그렸는데
It
내가
was
못
good.
맞힐 줄 알았어?
Were you worried that I wouldn't identify it? What if I had drawn it really badly, guys? What would he have said? I want to check later. They say a four-leaf clover is a symbol of good luck. Anyone who sees one will have their wishes come true.
대신 소원은 비밀로 할게.
Yes, but I'm going to keep it to myself for now.
누가 소원도 제대로 안 빌고 장난치는데?
Someone isn't making a wish and is messing around.
내 소원이 이루어질 때면
When my wish comes
너도
true,
알게 될 거야.
you'll also know it. Ooh. Oh, fireworks. It's so cute. Zane, look.
오길 잘했어.
Yes, we.
계획보다 더
I'm glad we
익숙한
came here.
거였어.
This is even better than what we had planned. That was cute. Very nice. Oh, they're not done? Oh my god. Your once-in-a-decade date is coming to an end. How do you feel, Dr. Zane?
끝내고 싶지 않고
I don't want it to end, and
집에 가고 싶지도 않아.
I don't want to go home either. Oh my gosh. Nuzzling!
싫고.
I don't want to leave you. Or sorry, I don't want to separate from you. Oh my god, the stomach nuzzling is so cute. This is adorable.
잠깐.
Wait a moment.
데이트 소감 아직 안 끝났어.
I'm not done with my thoughts on our date.
그 다음 10년도 있었으면 좋겠어.
I want to be with you for the next 10 years. Oh my god. I'm also glad MC is not height accurate to me because that kiss would not have worked. I would have been way too short. It would not have worked at all. Just 10? No! I'm sure he obviously doesn't mean just 10. It's because it's the site that they went to see today was a every 10 years thing. But yeah, very cute. By the time they return to Lincoln City, night has fallen. The streetlights beneath her apartment building cast a soft glow on the ground. You have to work tomorrow, so don't worry about accompanying me upstairs. Go home and get some rest.
알겠어.
All right.
너도 푹 쉬어.
You too, rest well. She lowers her head to smell the large lavender bouquet in her arms. It's a shame you won't have any lavender oil tonight. I'll trim these and use them to make a sachet. I'll bring it to you when I'm done.
좋아. 근데 빨리 만들어야 할 걸.
All right, but make it quickly. Are you more eager to see me or the lavender?
알면서 묻는 말에는 대답하지 않을래.
I'm not going to answer. I don't want to answer a question that you already know the answer to. We'd have to pick me up, yeah, probably. Then good night. Goodbye.
잘 자. 또 만나자.
I like it better in Korean. In Korean, he says, sleep well and see you again. That should mark the end of their date, yet neither Zayn nor she lets go of the other's hands. You said sleep well and see you again already. Why are you still holding my hand?
너도 손을 안 놓고 있잖아.
You also haven't let go of my hand. Then let's count down from 3 and let go together. 3, 2. Facing Zayn, she steps back as she counts. Oh my god. 1. She feels a grip on her wrist as Zayn suddenly pulls her into his embrace. I knew you'd do this. With her head against his chest, she laughs and playfully hits Zayn's shoulder with the lavender bouquet. It proves to be a rather ineffective weapon. I like that they played the sound effect of her hitting him with the flowers.
오늘 그림책에서 뭐라 그랬는지 기억 안 나?
Don't you remember what the story
라벤더로 맞은
said?
사람은 연인 앞에서 사라진다라고.
If you hit somebody with lavender, they will vanish before their true love's eyes. She raises her head and puts on her most solemn expression. I promise that will never happen so long as I'm here.
고마워.
Thank you.
네 결심이 느껴지네.
I feel your determination. When true love arrives, men grow timid while women grow brave. We also read that today. But none of your words or actions have a hint of timidness. Ooh.
왜냐하면
That's because
나도 너한테 약속했잖아.
I also made a promise to you.
절대 내가 좋아하는 여자를 혼자 용감해지게 두지 않겠다고.
I won't leave a girl that I love to be brave on her own. Oh. That's so cute. That was so sweet. See? Wholesome research, guys. I'm so glad I did this today because I have been like wondering when I would have time to do another Zayn card, which I've been wanting to do this one because obviously I pulled it the very first day. And I'm so glad that we got to it earlier than I planned because that was so sweet. I love Zayn. I love everything about Zayn. He was so comforting today and just very assured and confident and not at all insecure. They were just very sweet today. I enjoyed it. Very wholesome. Yeah. No standout. Lots of teasing. I like their banter. No standout autistic Zayn moments today, but that's all right. That's just kind of how he is all the time, right? So let's see. I think we'll see what else is available. So I do have some. Is it by your side? We do have some new secret times that I haven't played. Warm heartbeats. So I don't think I played this one. Okay, so we have a new secret times. Give Zayn more warmth in the cold office. It's an ASMR one. I don't think it's a horny one though. But I don't know. I just read this description, so maybe it is. We'll find out. You guys ready? It's time for some ASMR. Why are you?
여긴 무슨 일이야? 걱정 마. 난 괜찮으니까. 방금 수술을 끝내서 조금 피곤한 거야.
Surgery just ended, so I'm a little tired.
별일 없으면 오늘은 먼저 돌아가.
If there's nothing else, you go home.
왜 갑자기 다가오는 거야?
Are you coming closer?
뭐가 이상한데?
Is there something strange?
못 찾아.
Yeah,
사탕도 없는데.
I don't have any candy. Wait, what? Oh, she's touching him. I see. That's why he's saying, "What are you looking for?"
들켰네.
You caught me. He does have candy.
걱정할 줄 알았어.
I knew you'd be worried. I'm sorry.
표정이 나보다 더 아파 보이는데.
You seem to be more in pain than I am.
정상적인 이볼 부작용 현상이야.
That's just how it is with an evil basketball.
상상하는 것처럼 심각하진 않아.
Not as bad as you
얼음은
think.
스스로 녹으니까.
The ice will melt on its own. Oh, so she noticed.
아직도 걱정돼?
So she noticed that he's gotten
이쪽으로 와.
poor baby.
봐. 그냥 작은 얼음 조각이야.
Small piece of frost.
잠깐 참으면 돼.
I just need to bear with it for a bit.
소파로 가자.
Go to the sofa.
아무것도 안 해도 돼.
Anything.
나랑 잠시 같이 있어줘.
Stay with me.
평소처럼 이야기라도 하자.
You can talk to me like normal.
그러면 주의력을 분산시킬 수 있으니까.
Then I'll be able to divert my.
잘못 본 거야.
The sound is his ice.
아프되진 않았어.
Yeah.
내 상태는 잘 파악하고 있어.
Dude, don't stop lying, bro. I
뭐
hear
안
it.
해도 돼.
I hear the icicles forming. You're not
만지지
okay.
마.
Don't touch. Wait, what?
치료해 주겠다고?
Want to treat me?
괜찮아.
Might melt, right? What is she doing? MC, what are you doing?
그렇게 잡으면 차갑지 않아?
Oh, she's rubbing his hand. Okay.
계속 그렇게 잡고 있으면
Aren't you?
우리 둘 다 얼어버릴 거야.
If you don't stop, or we're both gonna freeze.
이볼을 써서 나랑 공명해봐.
Resonate with you. Okay. My God. Is this what
안
resonating?
아파.
Doesn't hurt.
난 그렇게 약하지 않거든.
Not that weak.
춥진 않아? 많이 나아졌어. 천천히. 서두르지 마.
Your time. You don't need to rush. Take your time. What?
얼음이 녹았어.
Okay, okay, that was the sound of droplets. All right, the ice melted. All right,
대단한데.
incredible.
손이 차갑네.
Your hand is cold.
얼어버린 건 아니지.
It's not freeze or frozen, is it?
다음부터는 안 그럴게.
Okay, next.
거짓말도 안 하고
I won't lie to you,
걱정시키지 않을게.
and I won't make you.
얼음은 이제 없어.
There's no more ice.
뭘 더 검사하려는 거야?
Are you looking for something else on my body? Wait, what? Alright. In Korean, he actually said, are you looking for something else? My heart is over here.
체온이 떨어지면 심박수가 빨라져.
The person's body temperature, heart rate.
심박수가 평소보다 빠르긴 하지만 추워서 그런 건 아니야.
My heart rate is fast, but it's not because of the cold.
손가락은 심장과 연결되어 있어. 그래서 손을 잡아서 심박수를 체크할 수 있지.
You can use your fingertip also has a pulse, and you can use it to check someone's pulse.
여기 앉아도 괜찮아?
Can you sit here? Can I sit here?
따뜻하게 해줘.
Warm me up. Wait, what? Why did he say it like that?
여기가 경동맥이야.
The carotid artery.
너도 심장이 아주 빨리 뛰고 있네.
Your heart rate is also beating quite fast.
내가 이렇게 있어서 그래.
Because I'm here?
추워서라고? 그럼 더 꽉 안아도 돼.
Then you can hug me more. Oh.
아직 부족해. 좀 더 힘을 줘.
That's not enough. Tighter.
이렇게 하면 따뜻해?
Are you warm?
느낌이 없다니.
Don't feel
아직
anything.
부족한 거야?
Am I not enough for you? Wait, what? Or is this not enough? Sorry.
이러면 어때?
What about this? What? What about what? What are you doing now? Oh. Okay. It's just kissing. That's PG.
왜 떠는 거야?
Why are you trembling?
무서워하지 마.
Don't worry.
문은 잘 잠갔으니까.
The door is locked.
누구도 들어올 수 없어.
No one will walk in on us.
체온을 높일 만한 일을 많이 할 수 있을 거야.
Oh my god! There are many things we could do to raise our body temperature. Okay. Okay. All right. That wasn't as spicy as Silent Poem, guys. That was not as spicy as Silent Poem, at least. But that was a lot, yeah. But yeah, not as spicy as Silent Poem. We're safe. Silent Poem is crazy. Ah, that was cute. I mean, it was ultimately very sweet. Most of it was very sweet, and just a hint of spice. Just a hint of spice. So I felt like it was a good balance, you know, between the first card and the second card that we did. Oh my god. Man, the early dates with Zane were just very nice and innocent. You know, I don't have this. So, like, I don't even know how I can get this card. Right? I think we've done all these cards, though. I think we've done every single one of these, which is good. But yeah, I think I'm caught up again. But I need to read. Let's take a quick
너무
look.
답답하면 같이 바람이라도 쐬러 갈까?
So we've got more world underneath stuff. But the issue is, I don't care about anything that doesn't have to do with Zane. So I need to figure out what's the next chapter that has something to do with Zane. Because I don't want to read it if it doesn't involve him. I'm so biased, you guys. This is so bad. So if we look at world underneath Zane stories, I just want to see Zane's story. Okay. Fractal Library Q&A. All right. Here. All right, guys. Apparently this one is Zane. So I don't intend to read every single one of like on stream or anything, but I figure why not? We're in a pretty chill space right now. And I wanted to catch up a little bit on World Underneath, but just the Zane installment. So I heard this one involves him, so let's go. Question 1. Oh, this is in a question series. Interesting. Why is it called the Fractal Library? Hello, welcome to the Fractal Library. Since this is the first question in our guest book, I'd like to use it as a chance to share the library's story. I've never been the type to settle down. Over the years, I did all sorts of jobs. Mason, gardener, delivery driver, janitor, clerk, and more. One day, I, drawn in by the peculiar name of this library, pushed open its doors. Inside, it was deserted and coated in dust. Driven by curiosity, I took a book from the shelf and opened it. In that instant, a new universe unfolded before my eyes, and I fell in love with this place. While I was engrossed in reading, a telephone at the front desk rang. Its chime echoing through the library's towering halls. For some reason, I approached the counter and asked the phone as if it answered the phone, as if beckoned by an unseen force. 10 minutes later, the call ended. I can't talk about what was discussed, but after that conversation, I became the library's administrator and finally understood why it's called the Fractal Library. Most of the books here are science fiction. Nearly every fictional universe inside them branches out after its own Big Bang and spawns countless worlds of infinite complexity. Ah, that's the reference to Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yet their similarities are uncanny. The books themselves reflect this fractal nature, each with a sense of endless variety and overarching similarity. They highlight recursion, chapters mirroring the entire book, paragraphs echoing the chapter's themes, sentences extending the paragraph's ideas. Multiple layers within their own structure, like fractal patterns that reveal finer details, and non-linear complexity, interwoven narratives forming intricate dynamic patterns. Realizing this only made me love the library more. I've never met its actual owner, so sometimes I imagine what I'd do if I were in charge. Maybe I'd rename it. The word fractal is a bit abstract. I might call it the 10 Library instead. Oh, 10 to the negative 33? Most of the books here are sci-fi, and every time I open a new one, it feels like I'm witnessing the birth of a universe. That instant of 10 to the negative 33rd seconds when the cosmos explodes from a tiny singularity. It's a name you could explain in a single sentence, straightforward and easy to grasp. Still, whenever I imagine making that change, the phone rings again and reminds me that this place already belongs to someone else. Oh, interesting. Okay. Question 2. Why did you open this kind of library? First of all, I didn't open this library. It's always been here. I'm just a temporary administrator. But I can tell you why one phone call convinced me to stay aside from the money. Change is the only constant in the world. As I said before, I used to wander from place to place and never stayed in one spot for long. Over time, I learned to love that freewheeling life until I stumbled upon this library. Here, I found everything I had seen and experienced. Even if I traveled across the entire globe, it wouldn't contain up to a fraction of what's contained in these shelves. This place holds countless stories and infinite possibilities, from ancient times to modern days, and distant oceans to nearby mountains. Human imagination truly knows no bounds. Many ancient myths have become today's reality. Perhaps all the things we consider impossible now and the mysteries we haven't observed really exist somewhere. Maybe in the future or maybe in another universe. I choose to believe in the worlds that you can find in these stories. Even if I spent my entire life reading, I'd only explore a tiny corner of this library. Yet this corner would still hold more wonders than I could ever encounter outside. As an administrator, I feel like my journey here has no end, because I never know what awe-inspiring world awaits me each time I open a new book. There's another reason that's even more important. The more I read, the more I sense an unavoidable responsibility resting on my shoulders. I'm waiting for someone. I know an atheist will step through these doors one day. That person is the library's true owner. How do I know? It's called intuition. My curiosity refuses to let go, so I need to see what kind of person would own a place like this. I'm certain that if I wait long enough, they'll appear before me. P.S. Dear readers, I hope you'll spare some time in this ever-changing world to read, explore times and places beyond your experience, and discover all that lies hidden within the pages. Ooh, I like this. Who is the narrator, though? It can't possibly be MC. Right? Since there's an extensive collection, which book is the curator's favorite? First, let me say again that I'm not the curator. I'm just an administrator. Now, about your question, let me think. Choosing a favorite. This is tough. I can't pick one, but I can tell you about a story that really stuck with me. I still think about it even when I finished reading it a long time ago. It was set in a world obsessed with efficiency. People had no names, only numbers. Those in power genetically screened embryos and, based on the results, decided their entire lives from what education they'd get, what work they'd do, when they'd love and marry, and even the traits of their children. Everything was determined by genetics, and the talents bestowed by the gods were fully realized. Nature and nurture, when perfectly fused, left no room for debate. No matter where you looked, it seemed like a flawless harmony. At first, the world seemed dazzlingly beautiful, and everyone believed this was exactly how the world should be, but the balance was shattered when a wealthy individual engineered a child without flaws. This child could adapt to anything, yet he revered nothing. He soared above every rule and sneered at order itself. Cracks in the system appeared, and where there are cracks, rebellion follows. But we all know that rebels, in any universe, are branded as traitors, and they are forever condemned in history. I encountered another world. It was nothing like that harmonious place I described before. By the time I looked at it, it was already on the brink of death. Everyone but him had fallen victim to a virus that stripped away the human form and humanity. It turned people into an energy that would perish along the planet. It reminded me of cancer cells, once harmless symbiotes that entered a frenzy of endless replication until they destroyed their host and died with it. All of it was done for the sake of immortality. To prevent this calamity from spreading elsewhere, he became that world's lone survivor. He had a single mission: eliminate every infected individual, root out every trace of this disease, and then guard those warm remains until they had fully crumbled away. He waited for what felt like an eternity until all drifted into emptiness. He became a prisoner of time, the embodiment of loneliness, forever the last person. And in the end, as the final speck of that world turned to dust, he vanished too. That sounds an awful lot like Dawnbreaker's story. Now that I think about it, the stories that truly stayed with me all seem to prove an old saying: happy stories are the same, but unhappy stories each have their own kind of unhappiness. Isn't that actually about families? Happy families are all the same, but unhappy families have their own kind of unhappiness. Once a story finishes its perfect ending, it stops and no one looks back. Imperfections, however, remain unforgettable. They echo without a response until the end of time. If these stories are someone's reality, if their worlds truly exist, or once did, could they have been just experimental playgrounds for some god's whim? Bits and pieces thrown together without a second thought, proportions guided by mood, one failure after another. Each would be a more fleeting than a grain of sand and a flicker of light. Question 4. What's your ideal future, and what would your ideal world look like? It's interesting that you ask about an ideal future after we talked about books. Perhaps you noticed how most sci-fi stories tell the future as one imagined at the time they were written. From the perspective of the end of time, the future is just another piece of that universe. The universe isn't good or bad, it's simply a collection of stories following their own laws. If you understand these laws, you can see the final page. That's the theory anyway. But stories come from life, and reality is often stranger than fiction. Even though this place has shown me countless possibilities, how I spend each day is still up to me. We may be tiny on a cosmic scale, but within our own little universes, we're everything. Even if we use knowledge to predict where the world might go, we can't be sure of our own futures. Maybe that uncertainty is what I find most ideal. I just noticed I'm humming a little tune. It's amazing how long I've been here. I've picked up habits from those around me. As for the ideal world, if I must respond, I suppose the utopia so often mentioned in the book sounds appealing. It's a place where everyone can be who they want and live as they wish. But a world with nothing but light and no darkness is as stagnant as a dead pond. Such a place can never exist. Still, I hope everyone can become their own utopia. After all, there's no law against making a wish, right? People can wish wherever and whenever they please, and I'll write my sincere blessings for every reader here. Okay, this is not a question. Hello, according to my calendar, it's not time yet. When the moment arrives, I'm sure he'll come looking for me. Almost there, give me a break. We'll know the truth soon enough, and if he doesn't show up, well, we know exactly where to find him, right? By the way, how did that new book of yours turn out? When can I read it? Oh, it failed again. That's okay. The one I'm working on now is long, so there's still hope. Stop nagging me. Okay. If he doesn't appear, I'll find him myself. I have to get back to work. I'm in Lincoln City right now, so I have to stick to the schedule here. Bye. After hanging up, I notice the clock above the door says it's 10 a.m. No one manages time as precisely as that caller. I draw back the curtains, open the door, and breathe in the scent wafting in from the cafe next door. Standing outside, I stretch and order my morning treat, a 100% sugar sea salt cheese latte with double whipped cream and chocolate drizzled. Never mind, that was totally Zane. Okay. So all of that has been Zane as a librarian. All right. It's a sweet dopamine rush to kick off a lovely day. A child, perhaps 7 or 8, stops at my doorway and peeks inside, but he doesn't enter. You want to come in and look around? The child glances hesitantly at the sign on the doorframe. I realize my mistake and flip the close sign. He follows me into the library, opens the guest book by the counter, reads a few lines, and then scans the room while being puzzled. He soon meets my gaze. A library, but most of these things don't look like books. What a perceptive kid. That's another reason for me to love this place. You're right, a lot of the things here aren't what you'd call books, but let's call them books for the sake of convenience. Can I check out the things that don't look like books too? Of course, when you want to read them, they'll take on a form that's easy for you to understand. Books are the ideal medium, but if you prefer cartoons, that works too. Wow, that's amazing. What is this place? As the child loses himself in this new discovery, I lean against the doorframe and watch the busy street. If each book holds a tiny world and everyone who enters a library seeks some kind of answer, then I hope you find your own singularity in this little library, your personal starting point, your own universe. I might not meet all your expectations, but I'll still say the following with sincerity. Hello, welcome to the Fractal Library. Introvert's paradise, right? It sounds nice. I liked that. It's very... yeah. Okay. A Thomas story, a Silas story. I'm skipping everything but Zane. Skip for Caleb. This description. Caleb, please blink twice. He seriously needs therapy. We will read Caleb's stories later because I swear they're gonna be fucked up. But we don't need to do that right now. You're watching a science documentary and suddenly you're crying. Wait! Okay, we're gonna take a look at this one, Utopian Roamer, just to see if it's Zane, but it doesn't sound like Zane. There is a professor here though. Alright, let's read it. Scientific observation log. Excavation site, northern forest of Lincoln City. Recorder Galen. 2034 weather clear. Excavation process and key findings. Major discovery. This record may serve as crucial reference material. If I ultimately fail to escape from here, I implore whoever finds this journal to deliver it to the EVOL Special Task Force. The date entry is illegible due to water damage. The notebook primarily contains cursive writing and shorthand symbols, suggesting Professor Galen recorded these notes in haste. After careful analysis, I've compiled the following summary of the journal's contents. Wanderer report, 3 p.m., northern forest of Lincoln City, high risk level, animal type wanderer, cheetah-like. Observation log. I'm currently in a space beyond ordinary human comprehension, described as follows. 1. Ruins of what appears to be an unknown civilization remain. 2. Tree branches growing wild through rock crevices. 3. An unidentified celestial body hovering in the near sky, seemingly within reach, like a massive moon. Notes, during combat, just as I was about to deliver the final blow to the Wanderer, it vanished into a crack that appeared out of nowhere. My forward momentum carried me through, and a mysterious gravity vortex pulled me into the massive fissure. After the intense vertigo subsided, a mysterious alternate dimension materialized before my eyes. For a moment, I thought I was hallucinating, or had crossed into the afterlife, or perhaps even jumped to some unknown timeline. Before I could process these thoughts, the Wanderer suddenly appeared behind me with a deafening roar. It doesn't matter what this place was, I had to eliminate it immediately. Fortunately, my eval remained functional in this alternate space. Using what was at hand, I grabbed stones from the ground and hurled them with all my might. Under the successive impacts, its body gradually transformed into particles, rapidly dissipating into the air. Interesting. What is their evol? Assistance notes. Professor Shalen's evol involves physical enhancement. Allowing instantaneous amplification of her strength. She is one of the rare archaeologists in Lingan's academic community capable of conducting solo missions. Oh, it's a she, okay. In the real world, wanderers always escape through rifts just before defeat, reappearing seconds later as if immortal. But this time, it seemed to truly vanished. Did I finally eliminate it? Unfortunately, I had no time to for further exploration of the alternate space. Almost immediately after the wanderer's complete defeat, the rift pulled me back into the real world, right next to the same forest where I'd lost consciousness. What exactly was all this? Outstanding questions. 1. How does the alternate space manifest spontaneously? 2. Its relationship with wanderers. 3. Why does physical time there synchronize with real-world time? 4. What serves as the key for free access to the space? And 5. Can the alternate space be utilized for permanent wanderer elimination? I wonder if this is related to when we first meet Xavier in that foresty area, right? But this is interesting. When does the crying start, though? Excavation site Polar Glacier number 4. Recorder Shalen. Not Professor Shalen? Okay. Weather is overcast. It's January, it looks like. Excavation process and key findings. Wanderer report 3 a.m. Ice valley between polar mountain ranges. Extreme risk level. Humanoid type wanderer. Non-sentient. As anticipated, the alternate space appeared again. Mission objectives. The primary mission is to explore the geographical environment to the alternate space. To this end, I brought protofield monitors, hazardous lifeform detectors, and essential survival supplies to investigate human viability in this space. Based on previous experience, the alternate space will close after the wanderer's complete dissipation, and the rift will return outsiders to the real world. This humanoid-type wanderer appears in the mountain depths. The immediate priority is to avoid it and maximize exploration opportunity. Assistance notes. The handwriting in this entry is notably steady, suggesting Professor Shalen wrote this in relatively secure conditions. You think she's dead? Guys, I think she might be dead. Like, I think by the end of this, we're gonna find out she's dead. Breakthrough discovery. Everything in the alternate space exists as physical matter, not an illusion. I tested this by drinking from a mountain spring and sampling wild fruit from the trees. Remarkably, both proved consumable. The resulting sensation of satiation is undeniably real. Assistance notes. Water damage has destroyed parts of this page. Only portions of the notes remain legible. I've developed a new hypothesis. Field experience indicates that the physical dimensions of explored alternate spaces correlate with the different species and specifications of wanderers. This humanoid-type wanderer proves far more dangerous than the previous animal type, and its escape route led to an alternate space vastly larger than any I've studied before. I believe there exists a positive correlation between the size of planetary protofield spaces and the wanderer's power levels. To gather supporting data, I've used my equipment to record comprehensive measurements of the entire geographical environment. Notes. I carry this work journal everywhere, sometimes treating it more like a personal diary. Should any colleagues accidentally stumble upon my occasional ramblings, please exercise selective oversight. For instance, as I write this final entry, I'm sitting alone in a clearing of the ice valley below the mountain's main peak. The frigid mountain winds strike my face, bringing unprecedented clarity to my thoughts. I can't help but contemplate some mystifying questions. If wanderers can escape into protofields, could it be that their victims aren't truly dead, but have escaped to some place we've yet to discover? Perhaps one day I'll find them. Outstanding issues. Must initiate new research expedition immediately. I can't wait any longer. Assistance notes. The notes end here. According to existing documentation, Professor Shalen reached the following conclusion in her subsequent research report. Wanderers in reality escape to an alternate space when near defeat. Pursuers can follow through these rifts to eliminate them permanently. As the first discoverer, Professor Shalen termed this alternate space protofield. Okay, we're almost there. Excavation site protofield number 1012, Shalen. In June of 2030 something. Okay. Weather cloudy. The data entry, assistance notes. The data entry shows signs of modification. Upon examination, it appears to be the date of the Chrono Rift catastrophe. Wait, isn't that... The handwriting is extremely erratic, suggesting Professor Shalen wrote this in a highly disoriented state, possibly causing temporal confusion. Excavation process and key findings. Wander report, 1 p.m. desert region. Possible intelligentsia type wandered, detected, unconfirmed. Observation log. New protofield discovered with the following characteristics. Habitable climate with abundant geological resources. 2. Infrastructure remarkably similar to real-world settlements. 3. Vast expanse extending beyond visible limits, suggesting massive spatial dimensions. 4. Signs of previous habitation. Evidence of past occupancy? Assistance notes. Multiple black lines were drawn under the 4th observation point for emphasis. This suggests Professor Galen was experiencing significant emotional turmoil at the time. Experimental plan. I've decided to conduct a new experiment with this protofield. Previously explored protofields would automatically close after a certain period following a wanderer's elimination, like some predetermined system protocol, with the rift forcibly returning any entrance to reality. Oh, you know what? I'm glad we're reading this, because this gives me, like, so many thoughts that I'm probably going to check Angel's Corner for, about entering protofields and the alternate realities. It reminds me of when they entered, like Zane and MC entered that quote-unquote dream world? Okay. But this time I've waited an entire day without being expelled. This place must be special. Even now, I maintain my belief that those who appeared to be killed by wanderers might still be alive, waiting eternally to be found in some protofield. Assistance note. The experiment purpose section has been torn out cleanly, with even fold lines suggesting deliberate removal by Professor Galen rather than external damage. Experiment log. Experiment duration, 1 month. Brought supplies, barely sustained basic needs. During this period, I actually took up residence in protofield number 1012. More specifically, I established a campsite using a portable tent and began living here. Using primitive resources available in the space, such as stones and fallen timber, I managed to create fires for cooking, maintaining basic living conditions. The research equipment was extremely heavy, but thanks to my eval, I could carry it for ongoing material analysis. The protofield's energy signature differs completely from Earth's, showing striking similarities to wanderer energy patterns instead. Could wanderer interference be affecting my readings? Is this why I can't find them? I can't determine who left these signs of habitation. The experiment continues, but I'm running out of medication. The hallucinations have begun. Hallucinations? Oh, actually, that makes sense. I think when they entered that dream world, they also had hallucinations based on their nightmares. Assistance note. The next 2 paragraphs are nearly indecipherable, with words intertwined like a mixture of drawings and code. Initial analysis suggests one line reads, "Science can resurrect the dead." Ooh. Ooh. However, this requires verification from handwriting experts. The writing becomes progressively clearer afterwards, suggesting Professor Galen regains lucidity. I dreamed of Chadwick and Queenie again. They refused to visit my dreams for so long. Perhaps they're still angry I couldn't get home earlier that day. They were just as they always were. Chadwick cooking in the kitchen, Queenie doing her math homework in the living room. She should be learning multiplication and division now. It was supposed to be my turn to pick Queenie up from school that day, but work needed overtime and I couldn't make it. That senseless catastrophe destroyed everyone's lives. Lincoln City's transportation system had completely collapsed. I rushed back as quickly as I could, but they were gone. The neighbors told me they vanished, along with the wanderer. I searched for so long, but never found them. But now there's hope. That's why she's doing this. Outstanding issues. This attempt has failed as well, but I won't give up. Assistance notes. The following page has been torn out, suggesting additional unfinished content. However, according to information provided by the Institute, Professor Galen was ultimately returned to reality by the Rift. Alright, last chapter, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hope this doesn't make me cry by the end. Even though that was in the warning. Oh, shoot. Excavation site, Lincoln City Streets. Recorder, Galen. January 2036. Weather clear. Excavation process and key findings. After the last research expedition, my condition deteriorated. For a long time, I lacked the strength to embark on new journeys. Years of intensive work had finally taken their toll, leaving me weaker than ever before. After discovering my regular medication use, the Institute suggested I take a leave of absence. I accepted everything. Gradually, even the medication stopped helping me sleep, and my lucid moments grew rare. I spent most days in a fog. The Institute has given up on me, and so has my intellect. I have nothing left. Yet I still believe in what I believe. I'm just waiting for the right moment. Assistance notes. Professor Galen's tone shifts notably in the latter half of this entry. Perhaps she was hoping someone would discover this journal? I will faithfully document all her explorations. When my consciousness grows hazy, I often treat this work journal as a diary, leaving behind scattered, incoherent sentences. Once, upon waking, I found I had filled an entire page with the same sentence. That night, I had apparently written the same question over and over. Has science abandoned me too? I thought this question would remain forever unanswered, yet the response came surprisingly soon. What I'm about to tell you might sound like drunken ramblings, but please believe me, I'm more lucid now than I've ever been. Last night, walking home alone, my strength failed me. Dizzy and disoriented, I had to rest on a street bench. My arm began to itch, and upon closer inspection, I found a wander the length of my index finger. It was as small as a beetle, utterly unthreatening. At first I dismissed it, casually brushing it aside, but as it fled in panic, a rift suddenly hidden behind it materialized before my eyes. It was actually a wander. I could hardly believe what I was seeing. Just like my first time entering a protofield, I stared transfixed, extending my index finger towards the fist-sized vortex of chaotic energy. This seed-sized wander opened a true doorway for me, and as I was pulled into the protofield, I found myself instantly transported to the infinite cosmos. All of the existence within that tiny rift, like glimpsing an... Oh, all of existence dwelled within that tiny rift, like glimpsing an ocean within a single droplet of water. Before I could process it all, I felt a gentle touch on the back of my hand. When I turned around, there was Chadwick, unchanged, as if time had frozen around him. "Let's go. Queenie got out of school early today. She's waiting for us at home," I heard him say with a smile. "Outside issues. Now we can return to the universe together. I'm sorry I kept you waiting for so long." Holy shit. Here, Professor Shaylin's work journal ends abruptly, with her personal effects found abandoned by on a remote mountainside. Too many questions remain unanswered. For instance, if these events truly occurred, Professor Shaylin should now be residing in the mysterious protofield she described. So when did she write this entry? True. If this was merely a delusion brought on by her discontinued medication, then no one can explain how her backtrack traveled overnight from the streets of Lincoln City to mountains hundreds of miles away, nor where she herself has gone. And from that day forward, no one has ever seen her again. Alright, good night, AQ. Thank you for sticking around. I know this isn't like your usual type of game that you play or anything, so I appreciate you hanging around to chit-chat. Oh my god. Implications of this are insane. I'm glad I read this, but now I don't think I'll be able to sleep. I think I'm gonna stay up all night thinking about this. Just like when I stayed up thinking about Steins Gate. No. This is why I don't look into science fiction, guys. I want to try to figure everything out. Appendix from Professor Shaylin's assistant's personal profile of Professor Shaylin. Shaylin, 1997 to 2036, research fellow at the Lincoln Archaeological Society. Science Gate is so good. Yeah, but it keeps you up, right? Because you have to figure out how does it all work, you know? She joined the Deep Space Academy in 2034, where she introduced the groundbreaking academic concept of protofields. That same year, she joined the Lincoln Academy of Sciences and continued her field's research on protofields. Mysteriously disappeared in early 2036 without a trace. The Deep Space Academy has awarded Professor Shaylin its Lifetime Achievement Honor Award. We will never forget her contributions, and may she reunite with her family among the stars. Dude, that's so depressing. I'm glad I read that. Man, that was depressing. Or Zane. Protect dev's team at all costs. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna skip that a little bit. AI bad. Okay, please just tell me if Zane is involved. I just want to know which stories involve Zane. Was it just that one? I guess none of these are very directly involving any of them either, huh? Zane's part is so peak. So I guess it's just, yeah, maybe there's only that one Zane part. Yeah, I guess it's just that one chapter. But I think that was cool. Somebody mentioned that they really don't like handhold you with Zane stuff, and I think that's kind of true. Like Zane stuff is very like, I don't know. It is very well written, though. I do appreciate it. That was a good story. I guess I'll look at the rest of it like later. Like I do want to read all of these eventually. I just have a very clear bias, you know? And it's hard to fight my bias. Oh. Okay, guys, we have a free 10 pull. And you know what? Why not? Okay. So we have a free 10 pull. And I doubt I'll get anything from this. But why not, right? I will play the games and do the event, and I'll get more polls anyway. So let's see. Let's see what this gets us. I might be on, yeah, later to, like, I mean, I'm gonna go to bed. But yeah, when I wake up, I'm gonna stream again in the morning, I think. I think it's on the schedule. Let me check my schedule. Yes, I do have a stream scheduled for tomorrow. We might do Star Rail tomorrow. I really want to. But yeah, first let's do this. Let's see. 10 pull. I draw. Yes. Nope. Nothing in this 10 pull. I am getting close though. Because if I saw that correctly just now. Yeah, if I'm seeing this correctly, I'm 20 wishes. So we do one more. So we do one more. When you get out, it might be on. Yeah. Decide for me, guys. Do we do one more for the Nier Automata cards? Do it? Okay. Happy enabling again. Wow, he's really gonna take me to hard pity. All right. Oh, hi, Zane. Okay. I forgive. I already have that card. Like, I'm sure it's maxed, but I don't care. I just love seeing Zane's face. Okay. Alright, so that's it for now. We'll do the event. We'll see if we get more polls. And then, yeah, I guess my next one is going to be a guaranteed 10 pull. And we'll see if like, what I get then. Hopefully I win the 50-50. Alright, thank you for joining me. I'm going to go to bed. And I'll hopefully wake up in time for tomorrow morning stream. And tomorrow morning, we'll do, I'm going to try to do Amphorius. Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.